You're in the zone, coming to you live from the Oaklawn Hot Springs studio. Oaklawn, Arkansas's only casino resort. Now, here's Justin Acri and DJ Williams on the Buzz Radio Network.
This is 10% luck, 20% skill, 15% concentrated power of will, 5% pleasure, 50% pain, 100% reason to remember the name. He doesn't need his name up in lights, he just wants to be heard, whether it's the beat of the mic. Feels so unlike everybody else, alone in spite of the fact that some people still think that they know, but no, he knows the code. It's not about the salary, it's all about reality and making some noise, making a story, making sure his click stays up. That means when he puts it down, Tox picking it up. Let's go.
Who the hell is he anyway? He never really talks much, never concerned with status, but still leaving him starstruck. Humble through opportunities given despite the fact that many misjudge him because he makes a living from writing raps. Put it together himself, got a picture connects, never asking for someone's help.
Hello Friday, I've been waiting for you for a long time. You just saved me when my life came tumbling down, and I know you're gonna leave me. Hello Friday, I've been waiting for you for a long time.
All right, let's get it.
3, 2.
Welcome in on a Friday. We are on the road today at Oaklawn and Hot Springs. Justin Acri, DJ Williams. We are working on a couple of things right now, but all good. We are happy to be here. It is a huge weekend at Oaklawn, and we are certainly excited to be a part of the action. Todd Pierce has held it down back in the studio. We are in the Mainline Sports Bar, home of the best wings in all of Arkansas, and we are thrilled to be kicking it with our friends here today. We've got a few friends coming in. We will be talking to David Longinati. We'll be talking to Nancy Holtis. We'll be talking to Wayne Smith. Big news in the world of wagering, DJ.
Man.
You and I were discussing this off air this morning.
Huge news.
That a couple of national brands are coming into Arkansas, and one of them is partnering with our friends here at Oaklawn. And so I guess there was some pushback against this for a while, and now I guess it makes sense. So the Racing Commission approving this yesterday. So FanDuel and DraftKings going to be coming in. FanDuel will be partnering with our friends here at Oaklawn. And so Wayne Smith will kind of clear it up for us on how that works, what that means, what that looks like going forward, and all of that. We got to talk about Razorback baseball, softball, basketball, women's basketball, track and field, whatever else you want to get into. Lots to touch on today. And baseball-wise, in about 7 minutes, we're going to talk to a new guest, a weekly guest for the first time this season. His name is Carson Brumbaugh. He is an Oklahoma native, and he is the starting shortstop for the Razorbacks. He is brought to you by Pinnacle Parties. Take your party to the pinnacle.
Let's go.
Yes, and so we will be welcoming him in and thanking them in a bit. Champs and Chumps brought to you by the Washita. That's fine.
Okay.
Bar and Grill, Washita Bar and Grill, and BKC Home Builders down here in Hot Springs. So they are a great place to hang out this weekend, too. I don't know about hanging out at BKC Home Builders, but if you need something built, that is a good guy to call for sure. Bree does a great job, and seen some of his work. And, of course, Washita is a great place to build some memories. So looking forward to that. We've got What's on Tap brought to you by Flyway Brewing a little bit later. Tom Murphy will join us at 11 per usual. And Nancy, of course, is brought to you by Winner's Circle Concierge. We were talking about their owner yesterday and how he's had quite a bit of success. Our question of the day today is, how do you feel about FanDuel and DraftKings coming to Arkansas? Their possible responses are don't care, excited, or against it. And so I'll be curious to see what people say about that. We also have our re-cue from yesterday. Beans or bust, 64% on National Chili Day, which technically is today. I looked it up. No beans allowed, 36%. DJ jumped the gun.
There's no way.
But I'm telling you. We got I got a chili connection for today that I'll talk about later too.
Ooh, a chili connection. Yeah, I looked it up. It said the fourth Thursday in February.
National Chili Day. I saw it on our okay. So our prep had that it was. You're right. You're totally right. Our prep had that it was today.
Yeah.
So they were wrong and you were right, per usual.
There it is.
Ever argue with DJ Williams?
No, I wouldn't say
What's
that.
today? Okay, so here's one that says National Chili Day, February 27th. There seems to be some debate.
Oh no.
But anyway, it's all good. But anyway, that was interesting. So I'm an anti-beaner. You're.
I don't mind either way.
Yeah. I will not. It's not that I won't eat chili with beans. It's just not that I would prefer not.
Yeah.
So
I think I like them.
okay.
Yeah, I love them in there.
All right. So I want to give a early game ball here. We got college basketball last night. We've got more tonight. Central Arkansas. We talked to their coach Tony Kemper yesterday. They're hosting their regular season finale tonight against Queens at 6:30. And last night, Little Rock pulls out a victory against Morehead State behind a career-high 29 from Jordan Holman, who is a 5'11 senior. She's from Oklahoma, from Hugo, Oklahoma.
Hugo.
Picked a pretty good time to have a career high. So they're down by 9 after 3 quarters last night, or 3 periods, whatever you want to say. Mm-hmm. And in the fourth, they outscored them 28-14, and she ends up with 29. So kudos to the Little Rock Trojan women with a big win yesterday over Morehead State. Nice comeback. We've got Arkansas State's men and women playing tonight as well, and then a full slate of hoops all weekend long, and a full slate of Razorback baseball, too. So we're excited about that. Todd, if you want to call Carson, we can go ahead and get him on now, too.
How do you think it's going to – have you talked to him yet?
I haven't. We just texted back and forth a little bit. I've talked to his agent a little bit.
Okay.
So his agent represented Hagen Smith, so we've dealt with them a little bit before. They've been great to deal with. So, yeah, Todd, if you want to go ahead and get him on the horn, that'd be sweet. So we'll get him on here in just a second. I think Todd's probably working on the video right now as opposed to hanging out with us, so that's part of the issue.
Yeah. It's all right.
Anyway, what else is going on here today?
Perfect day to come out to Oaklawn.
Is it ridiculous?
That. Man.
Stunning.
Drive up, beautiful. Getting here, it's nice.
You step out of the car and you're like,
yeah, refreshing.
yeah, it's nice.
Yeah.
Perfect.
And you're going to make it a day, right? You're
No.
going to be here a little bit?
No, I got some stuff I got to get back for. Well, we got to get an official open built for Carson, so I got to go back and work on that.
Okay.
And then
What are you thinking? What are you cooking up?
Oh, I don't know.
No?
And then, I mean, he's still early in his career, so finding highlights will be a little bit tricky.
Yeah.
And then we've got I got to get ready for the Oaklawn show tomorrow with the Rebel Stakes coming up on Sunday. So, and then there's actually 3 big prep races on Saturday, and that's part of the reason I think that they moved to Sundays. You know, you get away from those other 3 big prep races, and then some of those jockeys that are going to ride in those races can get here on Sunday and take part in the Honeybee and the Rebel Stakes on Sunday. So we're going to talk about that. But and then I've got a basketball game tomorrow too, so I got to get ready for that. But anyway, it's a busy weekend, man. I mean, we're getting down to the nitty gritty, buddy. It's it is the early stages of what's going on with baseball, but basketball's getting to the nuts and bolts of it, the ins and outs, the nitty gritty, where the rubber meets the road.
Yeah,
some other things.
I mean, you're about to have a time where there's so much going on in Arkansas athletics: baseball, basketball, spring ball. I mean, we're locked in right now.
No doubt. Carson Brumbaugh is locked in, and again, we want to thank our sponsor, Pinnacle Parties. Take your party to the pinnacle. Hopefully, we're partying with Carson in Omaha before this season comes to an end, and we welcome him in on the Jim's Razorback Pizza Hotline. Carson, welcome to the show. How are you?
I'm doing great. Thanks for having me.
You bet. It's great to have you on. Carson, I've got a son who's a freshman in Fayetteville this year, so it is weird talking to a student athlete. My son would freak out if he was in your position right now. What makes you more nervous, putting on the uniform and going out and playing in front of 10,000, or doing an interview on a statewide radio show?
Probably this, but baseball I think is kind of just the same game, whether or not there's 10,000 people or 0 people. So just being able to block that out and just play the game.
Well, you're next level then. Yeah, you're good if you can do that. A lot of people can't do that very well. So, well, let's talk about your trip to Arkansas, how you ended up there. I know you're a Oklahoma native. Was being relatively close to home important to you?
Definitely. So I actually, my sophomore year of high school, submitted to Tennessee, and I was committed there for a year, and then I started to realize once college was right around the corner, I was like, I kind of want to be close to home. So I made the decision to end up decommitting, and then Arkansas was kind of like at the top of my list, first choice that popped up in my head as soon as I committed from there. Just being able to stay close to home and play for obviously the best baseball program in the country.
Yeah. Well, in 1 Corinthians it talks about when you were a child, you think like a child, you speak like a child. So you grow up, and then you realize, no, Arkansas is the place to be. Forget Tennessee. We don't need them. So I'm glad you came here. So early returns for you. I mean, defensively, you have been stellar. And you and your teammates so far, I guess, in the early part of the season, having a little bit of some scuffling, I guess, going on at the plate. What's the transition been like offensively for you? How much different has it been as a college hitter, and I know you had a good fall, but as far as the, college game versus high school.
Yeah, I think just being able to slow the game down and kind of taking each at bat as its own thing and not letting at bats compound. I think offensively as a whole we've kind of done that, which has kind of caused us to get off to a little sluggish of a start. Just being able to go up there like each at bat with the new mindset of like I'm 0 for 0 today. Like last at bat doesn't matter, and I think it's a little bit of like everyone kind of feels like they have to do it on their own right now because we're struggling as a whole. But I mean, we know that, we've talked about it. But the great thing about baseball is like we get to play every day, pretty much. So, we've made the adjustments that we need to make, and we just get to continue to work at it. And as long as we have it figured out by Mississippi State, we'll be all right.
Yeah, I would think the transition offensively is harder than defense. Is that fair?
Yeah, for sure. Just facing guys like this, like consistently. I think in high school you get maybe once or twice a week you get to face like upper nines, like not even really. But just being able to go out here like and face these guys consistently, I think is probably the biggest transition. You don't get that summer on a Tuesday in high school throwing 75 miles an hour where you just know you're going to smash them.
Those are the fun times, aren't they? We're talking to Carson Brumbaugh. If you're just tuning in on the Jim's Razorback Pizza Hotline. He's brought to you by Pinnacle Parties. You guys actually just played Arkansas State, as you know, and there's a kid. He's their second leading batter or hitter, and his dad played basketball at Arkansas. I know your dad played professional baseball. Was there ever any doubt that baseball was going to be your path, or did you try some other things along the way?
As a kid, like I grew up, I wanted to be a basketball player, but I realized I probably was never going to be tall enough. So baseball was kind of a path as far as like what my dad preached to us. I have two brothers, and it's just been engraved into our heads since we were kids. And I mean, I wouldn't want it any other way.
Your brother, you got one at OU, right? So you guys will maybe have a chance to face each other at some point.
Yes, sir. They come up here in May.
Okay. How exciting is that? Is he a shortstop too, or what's he play?
He's like a utility second baseman, right fielder. He kind of moves all over the place.
Okay. And then your little brother, I understand, is quite the player as well. He's a youngster, though, right? He's got a few years left in high school.
Yeah, he's a freshman in high school. He's legit. So hopefully either he gets drafted or goes through college, and I'll hopefully be able to play him versus him in the big leagues one day.
Absolutely. So I guess in this day and age, Carson, we're always curious about what moves the needle for players, and NIL is a huge piece in football and basketball, and somewhat in baseball now. I guess it's becoming more of a storyline, but Arkansas certainly takes a backseat to nobody when it comes to facilities. What were the biggest things for you other than proximity when you decided Arkansas was the spot?
Yeah, I think just like a big part of it for me was just like the history of professional players that they produce. It's like every year they have double-digit guys getting drafted and going to Pro Bowl, and it's like at the end of the day, like that's the end goal. You want to get drafted, go to Pro Bowl, and then obviously like the facilities are second to none. I mean, they're insane. And then just the coaching staff and how welcoming they were, as well as like the players, and just being able to like come up here and get better every day. Like know you're in a top-notch facility. Know that you're going to get the best treatment available. You're going to get the best strength coach. You're going to get the best hitting coach. Like all of these things just piled on top of each other, and it was like, what's bad about it? You know what I mean?
Right, exactly. I know your dad played professionally in the States. He also played over in Asia, I understand, in South Korea some and in Japan. Do you have any recollections of your dad playing? I mean, was he still getting after it when you were old enough to know what was going on?
It's parts of my childhood, like during his seasons, I grew up overseas, but I don't remember anything. You'd have to ask my older brother. He said he remembers some stuff, but I was too young.
I got you. So does your dad, I mean, is it baseball talk when you guys talk, or is it just dad-son talk? I mean, you guys try to get away from baseball, or does he try to help you out? I mean, do you pick his brain a lot, or what's that relationship like?
Yeah, I mean, it's all of the above. I would say, like, definitely after every game I call my dad and be like, hey, what do you see here? Like, what are you thinking? It's like, it's easy to have that conversation, but then it's easy to also be like, hey, like, let's talk about the game tomorrow. Like, just, we can talk about something else. So just being able to balance both and know that he's going to be there for me no matter what I need it's kind of like it's up to me, like whether I want to talk about the game or not. Like he's gonna be there and be like whatever I need for him.
Well, outside of baseball, how has it been in Fayetteville for you, making the transition to college and classes and all that? I mean, have you enjoyed Fayetteville in the early part of your college career here?
I have. It's been great. I think ever since me and I came up here this summer. Actually, I moved in June.
Okay.
And I met all my roommates, and they were all super cool. And all the guys, all the other pitchers who came up here this summer, like we all kind of like connected really, really easily and got along well. So I think that just made it like an easy transition. And then just going through class and meeting all the guys for fall ball and stuff like that made it super easy. And it's just been a smooth transition, especially being able to go home whenever I want, because home's only three and a half hours from here.
Yeah, that is nice. As far as, pitching, you mentioned that. I know you were a pitcher and a shortstop growing up, and they're gonna keep you off the mound, it looks like, this year, I guess, just to try to take a little bit of stress off you. But do you miss that part of it? Do you hope that's part of your story and your legacy at Arkansas before you're done?
Well, I do. I enjoy pitching. I think that's a conversation to have later, whether or not I could be able to help on both sides of the ball. But for me, like, whatever they think I can do to help the team win is what I'm going to do, whether that's doing both or just doing one. So I'm open to it. The coaches are open to it, but for this year, they just want me to focus on one because the workload's a lot, especially playing shortstop. So just being able to keep that in my back pocket for whenever I need is definitely nice to have.
Absolutely. Talking to Carson Brumbaugh again, if you're just tuning in, about to wrap up here. Brought to you by Pinnacle Parties. So yeah, what about this weekend? You guys have had some different levels of competition. Arkansas State, I think they've got a really good team. There were some fans, Carson, that were flipping out a little bit, but I think they're going to be really good. I think that'll bear itself out as the season wears on. So losing a midweek game certainly not the end of the world. What can you tell us, if anything, about the Mavericks of UT Arlington? Have you done any scouting? I mean, what kind of advance do you get on their pitchers, if any, as far as preparation for that?
Yeah, I think their pitchers are kind of similar to what we've been facing. So just as an offense, being able to come out and like step on the pedal early and apply the pressure all weekend. Like we've made like a big emphasis this week as an offense. So we need to come out fired. Like we need to come out and make a statement, and we know that. The coaches know that. I think the pitchers have been doing a great job. Honestly, they've been kind of carrying us. So I think for us, being able to go out here and take some of that off the pitchers this weekend and just score as many runs as we can is going to be big for us this weekend. Absolutely.
Well, you got great weather the first couple of days. I know there's a chance of rain on Sunday, but low to mid 70s this time of year, pretty darn nice in Fayetteville. And I appreciate you coming on. We're looking forward to having you every week. We'll settle in on a day and time that works best for you, and certainly appreciate Pinnacle Parties, man. But looking forward to following your career and your season, and I appreciate you making some time today. Good luck today and through the rest of the weekend.
Of course. Thanks for having me again. I appreciate it.
You bet. Great stuff. Thank you, man. All right, that is Carson Brumbaugh on the Jim's Razorback Pizza Hotline. It is 10:24. We are here at Oaklawn.
Yep.
I'm always impressed. And, again, I realize when you're a high-profile player like Carson is, he's probably done a million interviews over the years, but it's still at 18 or 19 years old.
And it's
how
a little
polished
different
these
live.
guys are.
He's live, too.
I know that's more nerve-wracking for most kids, I think.
That's solid.
It's impressive. I mean, I just think – and my son's pretty articulate, but I just think about how would he do in that setting. He has not done any interviews, so he would probably freak out. But I just think about like an 18-year-old. It's just like – I still think of my kid like a little kid. It's just weird to me. So – but yeah, he's impressive, man. He's gonna have a really good career, and it's nice too for him. I mean, to have the versatility of being able to play shortstop, being able to pitch, and again, hopefully he becomes a big time weapon at the plate too. But anyway, that first pitch today, again, 3:00. You can catch it over on Buzz 2 if you want to catch baseball this weekend. It will be over there, and then 2:00 on Saturday and Sundays at 1, all on Buzz 2 Buzz 2 today, and then tomorrow we guess it'll be on the Buzz because we've got Razorback basketball at night, and then Sunday we've got it'll be on the Buzz as well. So anyway, I don't know much about UT Arlington either, but they are 2-6. Their pitcher that's going to go today has got a pretty good ERA, 1.80. I don't know how many innings he's thrown, but he's a right-hander, Kalen Digert, and he'll go up against Gackle, and then Hunter Dietz going to pitch for Arkansas tomorrow, the lefty, and then they'll bring back on Sunday Colin Fisher, who was just outstanding in his last outing. Almost had a perfect game. So couple of lefties going after the opener with Gackle, who joined us last season, and certainly wish them lots of luck this week. All right, let's take a break. It's 10:26, and when we come back, Nancy Holtis is already in attendance. She's over there on the phone, but we will chat with her on the show in a second. Todd
She sprinted in last time.
Yeah, she's good. She's good to go. Todd Pierce holding it down back in the studio, and we appreciate you tuning in. We're going to take a break. It's 10:26, and as we head into our break, I want to let you know about some important stuff.
Real big-time stuff.
There's important stuff, DJ. And I got a lot of important stuff that you need to know about.
Yeah.
And my friends at UMS are pretty important.
Yeah, they are.
Like if you're a jockey and you get hurt, that's your livelihood, buddy.
You need some help.
If you got an orthopedic problem, you need to get back up and going. And for most of us, we can't afford to be laid up. We got to get to work. And our friends at UMS are here to help. And Ortho Now has been a great addition. They started it in April. And it's been going for a while now. And, again, it's a walk-in clinic at the Orthopedic and Spine Hospital. You show up there 8 to 8 Monday through Friday or 8 to noon on Saturday. And, any kind of issue, any kind of sports injury, joint pain, sprained ankle, back pain, something that's come upon you in recent days, or if you got a long-term issue, they're great to deal with you at the Orthopedic and Spine Hospital as well. It's over at 801 Cottage Drive. It's right off Interstate 630. You just pop off, head in. No appointment necessary. But if you want to call and make an appointment with any of their docs, you can do that too at 501-686-TOSH, 501-686-8674. And really, pick your doc. Pick your area. It doesn't matter, knee, back, shoulder, wrist, elbow, hand. It doesn't make it a difference what kind of orthopedic issue you're having. UMS is your answer, okay? 501-686-8674. We're back here at Oaklawn with the incomparable Nancy Holtis. On the other side of the break, stay tuned in the zone.
The people, they dancing along to the Mando. It's some sort of hip-hop beat.
Chris Kane joins Morning Mayhem each Monday to mix it up with the guys. Chris Kane on Morning Mayhem is presented by Trader Bill's. Trader Bill's, your one-stop shop for all things lake.
This is SportsCenter.
The season-long 18-game homestand for the number 6 Arkansas baseball team continues today and this weekend as the Razorbacks host Texas Arlington. Right-hander Gabe Gackle takes the mound today for the Razorbacks. He's 1-0 on the young season with a 1.93 ERA. Arkansas is 7-1 all-time against Texas Arlington, and the Razorbacks are winners of 33 straight non-conference regular season weekend series at home. Today's game gets started at 3 o'clock. That means pregame coverage on the Razorback Sports Network gets underway at 2:30 on 106.7 Buzz 2. Other games involving in-state teams today: ASU hosts UAPB for the weekend. The Little Rock Trojans face Missouri State in Springfield, and UCA hosts South Dakota State. I'm Todd Pierce for the Buzz Radio Network.
103.7 The Buzz is your home for Arkansas Razorback basketball. Coverage is brought to you by Blackman Auctions, Arkansas Scholarship Lottery, Malvern National Bank, Edwards Food Giant, Chris Crane Hyundai, and Genesis of Conway.
Superstars Joe Klein and Pat Bradley for Arkansas's #1 sports app, Bet Saracen.
Joe, you know the main difference between Bet Saracen and those other guys?
Definitely. Easier to navigate. Always good parlays. Plus lots of fun choices. Like ping pong, right there on the app.
But the real difference are those special promos.
Get $250 on us with your first $25 wager.
Gambling problem? Call 800-GAMBLER.
Ready for action? Your Little Rock Trojans are turning up the heat. Be there when the Trojans take the floor at the Jack Stevens Center on February 28th as the women take on Southern Indiana at 1 and the men at 3. Every play, every shot. It's the hottest game in town. Get tickets today. Single game tickets and multi-game ticket packs are available at lrtrojans.com. Don't miss out on the action. Get your tickets now at lrtrojans.com.
Listen for Champs and Chumps on Fridays during The Zone. Brought to you by Washita Bar and Grill on Central Avenue in Hot Springs and BKC Home Builders, building premier homes in Hot Springs.
At CertaPro this winter, you can enjoy paint-free painting. That's right, you heard it correctly. Schedule a residential interior project now, paint in January or February, and CertaPro will cover the full cost of paint. Yep, we pay for the paint and primer, no matter what color you pick. We've got you covered. Hurry though, schedule now at CertaPro.com before the schedules fill up. You don't want to miss this. That's Certa with a C, CertaPro. That's painting happy.
Get in the conversation with live fan feedback at 1037thebuzz.com, presented on the Zone by Rainbow Restoration. When the unthinkable happens to your home or business, damage from water, smoke, fire, or mold, let Rainbow Restoration make you whole again. ArkansasRestorationExperts.com. They restore, you recover.
Welcome back to The Zone. You want to get into the show? Text us on our text line at 501-661-1037 or message us on our live fan feedback. The Zone is joined by Oaklawn Today host Nancy Holtis, who gives her insight on horse races happening at Oaklawn. Her visits are brought to you by Winner's Circle Concierge, a performance thoroughbred management firm designed to remove the learning curve, complexity, and burden from horse racing ownership. For more info, call them at 870-942-9382.
Well, isn't this just a treat to have Nancy Holtis in person here at Oaklawn? I'm not. I really wasn't trying to be a smart aleck this morning either. I was just telling you, like, yeah, we're going to be here, so I really wasn't.
I admit I totally fumbled last time. You know, it was just one
What
of those
happened
things.
last time?
Well, I get
got a
so
better
busy.
offer?
I didn't. Well,
Oh.
no, never. Excuse me.
whoa.
But time got away from me, and I literally sprinted in heels.
I was about to say
come
you
back.
made it. Yeah,
I did.
you're good
I
to
was,
go.
I was a heavy breather
Yeah,
on radio.
you're
that day.
rolling.
She went all Hootie and the Blowfish.
What does that mean?
Time. Why you punish me.
Oh.
Yeah, sometimes it can be that way, but I appreciate you
I
hustling
love a
in.
good '90s reference.
You know,
thanks.
I'm here for you.
I didn't get it.
What else do you think I bring to the table? Time, why you punish me?
That's what he says?
That's what.
Okay, I know that, yeah. I
That
know
was
yeah.
not
No
bad.
idea.
That was a pretty good Darius.
Thank you.
I'm not gonna
Never
lie.
knew.
Yeah, that's in there.
Who knew Acri had more skills?
It's like who can overdrive their mic the most? I can do it. I can do it. All right. So we are very excited about the weekend. So I was thinking, you know, somebody had suggested yesterday, and I never thought about it. They're like, well, this would be great because we can get all the top jocks in on Sunday with the Rebel and the Honeybee. I'm like, why can't we get all the top jocks in on Saturday? And then you look and you're like, there's a whole bunch of competition on Saturday.
Yeah.
I mean, you got 3 big prep races on Saturday in addition to the ones, you know, the prep races here. So you got a big prep race at St. Anita and the Fountain of Youth and then the Gotham this week, too. So
Yeah.
I guess they're running at Aqueduct. They missed like most of their season, it seems like, because
man,
of the weather.
that winter storm has not been kind to them.
But they were having
whatsoever.
issues before that. I mean, they missed because they had to put off the Withers like twice.
Yeah.
So it's been a mess out there.
It's been horrible.
Thank God for Arkansas.
Yay, where it's going to be 80 degrees tomorrow.
I'm going to ask Wayne about this later, but do you have any understanding, feel for, opinion on the whole national brands coming in and partnering with local statewide casinos?
Are you referring to FanDuel and
Yep. DraftKings? Yes, ma'am. We're not intimately familiar enough.
You know, personally, I don't have an opinion on it. If it's good for Oaklawn, then so be it.
That's how we
Yeah.
feel. Yeah, we're 100% on board. We're not even sure how it's going to work, so we'll talk to Wayne about that a little bit later. All right, well, let's talk about today, Nancy. We have 9 races on the card. We are going to take a quick peek ahead, too. I want to talk about Sunday a little bit. But
For sure.
Okay. We do have one feature race today that we're going to talk about, the Trevista Overnight Stakes.
Trivista.
Trivista.
What's the matter?
I'll try just about anything, Nancy.
It's the neighborhood
Yeah.
adjacent to the racetrack. Beautiful homes.
Yeah.
A lot of horsemen actually live over there. Yeah.
Okay.
True story.
Is that where Mr. Sella lives?
No, he lives in that massive house at the end of the grandstand.
Okay. He lives in Sella Manor.
Yeah.
Trivista.
Chateau Sella.
Okay, we'll talk about that one. What is our top pick today?
Top pick is actually in the feature, the second running of the Trivista.
See how she does this? You see how she kills 2 birds with 1 stone?
She's good at it.
I guess.
Work smarter, not harder. This is a really interesting race. It's actually for fillies and mares, which have never won a sweepstakes other than state bred or restricted. We did have 3 scratches in the field, taking out numbers 1, 4, and 7. Certainly, Narazuri is definitely the one to beat. She was second last out to her stablemate and champion Nitrogen No nitrogen in the field. We'll see her later in the Azeri and the Apple Blossom. But she is certainly the class of the field. She's already a 2-time winner at the meet. She won a really nice starter allowance and then came back to win and wire the field in the Oaklawn Sports overnight. So certainly the one to beat. She's 7-5 on the morning line. You're not going to get much bang for your buck. But these are the type of fillies that I fangirl over because they are so impressive. They look the part, and ready to see her in the paddock.
Who is your long shot today?
Long shot of the day is race number 5. This is Fillies and Mares, non-3 or non-winners of a race since August 27th. In for the tag, 12-5. I'm going to look to the 4, Balladry. Sippy Contreras owns and trains this one. That's sometimes a good handicapping angle because guys like Sippy and Steve Asmussen, they own a lot of their own horses. They can be a little more aggressive in the entry box. Comes off a 5th against much tougher. Actually joined the barn in June off a $20,000 claim. Returned the day after Christmas. Sippy does very well, second off extended layoffs and also second off the claim. He's somewhere like 18 or 20%. So really like Balladry taking just that drop in class and looks to be extremely tough.
Nancy Holt is joining us here. If you're just tuning in, thanks to our friends at Winners Circle Concierge. And let's jump up to Sunday's races, Nancy. And you don't have to give a pick right now if you don't want to, but let's talk about this 10-horse field for the Honeybee first. Ladies first, over a mile and a 16th. Of course. $750,000 up for grabs. Give me some of that.
Well, you've got several horses that do return out of the Martha Washington, and several trainers are well represented in here. Martha Washington winner is Search Party for the barn of Mark Cassie. That was her stakes debut, and she was stunning coming down the stretch. Also, another Cassie stakes winner is Counting Stars. She was impressive in the year's end. She didn't show up, though, in the Martha Washington. A little bit disappointed in that effort. But, of course, Bob Baffert, if you know him, does send in Explora and is multiple graded stakes winner. It's going to be really interesting from a pace dynamic because there's a lot of speed in this group of 3-year-old fillies. And taken by the wind from the barn of Kenny McPeak, comes off a nice victory. She's undefeated in her 3 career starts. She does come off back-to-back stakes wins. So it's going to be interesting to see who goes to the front. And races like this, when the first turn comes up, it really is a rider's race to get into position, not get your horse into traffic, not give him too much to do down the lane, especially the 3-year-old fillies because they can be a little persnickety. Persnickety.
Yes. That's why older horses are beautiful runners, Nancy. We've talked about this. The 3-year-old's a little less predictable.
Yes.
All right, let's taltalk about the Rebel. We got 10 in here as well.
Uh-huh.
And again, it's a who's who: McPeak and Cassie and Cox and there's Baffert again. 7-2 with Litmus Test in the 2-hole. No surprise there. But I mean, there's a bunch of good ones in here. We actually had Safi Joseph on Oaklawn Race Day on Saturday. He was great.
Love him. He is from Barbados and a very proud Bajan.
You went down there and hung out a while back, yeah?
I did. A couple years. I went down to their signature race, the Gold Cup, with my brother from another mother, Rocco Bowen, and had such a spectacular time. But it's cool because in the airport, they've got banners of Rihanna. They've got banners of Patrick Husbands, who is a well-known jockey. So they take their racing very seriously. So love Safi, and he's such a cool guy.
He has got Bravaro on the rail here, and he had suggested that Bravaro might dual enter and maybe go somewhere else. So I don't know, I guess, but we're committed here now, right?
Well, not necessarily. You can scratch out of a race up to like an hour to post time. So, obviously we drew the field well in advance. It does give the trainers and all the connections a chance to really look at it from a pace scenario, see what's going to happen. It's going to be a beautiful day, so we don't have to worry about an off track.
Yeah.
By the way, infield open, little plug.
Nice.
But yes.
Who's on with you tomorrow?
Very excited. I've got Kenny McPeak, who is the newest nominee for the 2026 Hall of Fame class.
Great.
Very cool. Well deserved.
Yeah.
And also Griffin Johnson, the social influencer, is back. He's part ownership in Sandman. A really nice runner by the name of Ewing from Mark Cassie's barn. So it's going to be a good morning. And I was, I'm not a big social media girl, but
Ebony
when
knows
Griffin
this
was
guy.
here last week, I saw 70-year-old women walking up to him. Can I take a selfie with you? I'm like, this kid has got some reach. I mean, I was impressed.
Okay.
And to see his passion for the sport is really endearing because that's the way to get to those younger fans is through social media.
Sure.
And our numbers actually increased from his visit. So very excited to sit down with him. And I guess he's like a TikTok star or
He's
something.
causing conversations that we don't need to be having at the Williams household. Now Ebony's just like, look what he's doing. Babe, we got to buy a horse. I was like, look at him. Look what he's doing. He's getting a horse. We got to get a horse. I was like, I'm pretty sure it's a little bit more of a task than just to wake up one day and go get a horse.
Here's what you do.
It can be.
That's what Winner's Circle Concierge does.
There
They
it is.
help
There you go.
All right,
You
there we
Full
go.
circle right there. I love it.
All right, so what who are your favorite couple in here?
You know what? Certainly, I'm going to give a closer look to Bravaro. Really like the fact that this horse likes to come from off the pace, and with the amount of speed in this field, you might want to look for a closer. But Litmus Test certainly looks to be the real deal. Bob has won an unprecedented 8 Rebel Stakes. They probably wind up naming it after him before too long.
Yeah.
But as I said, I was kind of surprised to see Kenny McPeek's Blackout Time get favoritism at 8-5. We haven't seen this horse since early October, so a lot of other horses have recency, but Kenny does do pretty well getting them off the layoff and back into shape, and specifically to perform at this level. So it's interesting. He also sends out Honeys to Blame. It'd be pretty cool if an Arkansas bred won the $1 million Rebel Stakes.
That would be pretty cool. I don't know when the last time we've had Arkansas breds running this thing.
Well, I mean, if you look at No Double, he was an Arkansas bred that won the Arkansas Derby and went on to do some really good things. But yeah,
That was a minute ago.
It was like 60 something. Yeah, a little bit ago.
So.
But obviously not going to throw out Mark Cassey. Certainly going to give his runners a closer look. Watch a lot of film on this one. A lot of these horses are going to be seeing each other throughout the rest of the year, even in the Arkansas Derby. So a lot of points on the line towards the starting gate of the Kentucky Derby. So really excited to see them all show up.
Absolutely. Just a reminder, too, Sunday's first post is noon.
And we will have the Oaklawn Today show at 10:40. The infield is open Saturday and Sunday. Come out and see me for Dawn at Oaklawn tomorrow with Kenny McPeek and Griffin Johnson at 8:30.
And you do that out here on the apron?
On the South Apron, yeah.
Okay.
It's going to be absolutely
What a great morning.
beautiful.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Loving this weather.
What do
not
you
gonna
do in the
lie.
morning? What's your get going? You coffee person?
I'm a coffee, cranberry juice, and then slam a Celsius.
Okay.
Yeah.
When do you start grubbing?
6 o'clock at night.
You don't eat all day?
I typically don't.
Wow.
I typically don't.
That's how you
I'm
become
on fuel, baby.
svelte and intelligent.
Is that what it is?
I guess so.
Yeah.
Well, it's working for Nancy at least.
Okay, yeah, 100%.
It's impressive.
Busy. You're just so
6
busy.
o'clock.
When would you have time?
I don't know if I'm busy enough to stay not hungry until 6, or at least to be able to survive until then. That's impressive.
I mean, I might nosh on a
Yeah.
little something.
But not like a real meal.
No. But I will say,
Ooh.
my husband gave me the best gift today.
Oh.
He
Already?
He brought me Jersey Mike's.
Ah.
That's love.
There it is.
For breakfast?
Oh, but I'm going to slam some Jersey Mike's my style.
Okay.
For sure.
I do like Jersey Mike's, actually.
Yeah. So.
Well, cool. Well, good luck with your picks this weekend. Thank you for coming by. It was good to see you. Thanks again to Winner's Circle Concierge, and we will
Always.
talk to you again next Thursday, I guess.
Yes.
All
Let's
right.
do it.
Have a great weekend. Tell Mr. McPeek we said hello. He sat right in that chair with us last year and hung out for a
He's
little
a
bit.
cool dude.
He's a good dude.
He's
he
a
is.
good dude. He's got several horses for Terry Bradshaw. Which
one in
is
the Honeybee,
really
I heard.
cool. He's got one in the Honeybee. And it's interesting. I was reading Terry Bradshaw has a long history in the quarter horse game.
Yeah.
Really impressive. His daughter and son-in-law are in performance horses. He had Clydesdales growing up. So really cool that he's getting into the thoroughbred action.
Pretty awesome.
Yeah. I like it.
All right, cool. We're going to take a break. It's 10:44. We'll be back in just a moment, and we will get back to it. I'll hit some of your texts, courtesy of our friends at Middleton Heat and Air, and if you have some live fan feedback, we certainly welcome that as well, thanks to Rainbow Restoration.
All right, let's head in. Talk about my friends at Jones & Son. Once again, trying to take care of people with that fine jewelry, that really good product. So for over 30 years, same location, 11121 Rodney Parham Road is the location. Repeat customers, they keep coming back. Why is that, DJ? Because the prices are so good. When people want a nice product, they want to find the best price they can without sacrificing the quality of the product, and that's Jones & Son. When it comes to the quality of that rock, it is the best you're going to find at a fraction of the price. A direct diamond importer, and I'll say this once again, it means they set their own prices. They don't have to put their prices based off competition. It's all about the client. Now, the Couture collection, this is what I want to brag about. If you want something that's hard to get your hands on, something unique, something only to be found at Jones & Son, the Couture collection is what you need to start browsing. When it comes to the rings, the earrings, bracelet, necklace, the whole shebang, all you have to do is head to their website at Jones & Son and go ahead and tour that. Great financing options from top to bottom, even better customer service. So if you're in the market and you need some fine jewelry, you might as well start with the best and end with the best. That's Jones & Son, 11121 Rodney Parham Road.
Fall in love with incredible deals this February at Gwatney Chevrolet. We're offering big savings on select 2025 and 2026 models, including 2025 Silverados with over 20% off MSRP. Drive home a brand new Equinox for under $27,000, or get a 2025 Trax for just $19,999. Don't miss these sweetheart deals. Visit GwatneyChevrolet.com or stop by 1301 TP White Drive in Jacksonville today. Chevrolet. Together, let's drive. With approved credit, restrictions apply. See dealer for details.
Oaklawn is here for when you want non-stop racing and non-stop action. The season's back, the weekends are packed, and it's time to plan your visit. The classic racing season kicks off January 30th and runs through May 2nd with exciting weekends, great food and drinks, and the kind of atmosphere you can only find in Hot Springs. It's fast, it's lively, it's time to win. Oaklawn Hot Springs. Join the fun. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Your heart works hard for you every day. Are you taking care of it? UAMS Health makes it easy with our heart health screening. For just $99, you will receive a heart CT scan, cholesterol and glucose testing, kidney and blood pressure assessments, plus stroke risk screening, all with same-day results. If you're over 35 or have a family history of heart disease, this screening is for you. Healthy heart, healthy you, healthy future. Call UAMS Health at 501-603-1222. That's 501-603-1222.
This is Pat Bradley, and Happy New Year from the Wood Grill Buffet in Benton. Maybe you made a New Year resolution to eat better, and Wood Grill Buffet has a huge 200-item buffet of fresh, delicious dishes to make the New Year special. Or maybe your resolution is to lose weight. Wood Grill is a huge salad bar and lots of hot veggie items. We'll also cater and bring all the food to you, and you can get it with a quick call or online order to pick up. If you're like me, let's enjoy some great basketball and some great food from Wood Grill Buffet. Two of my favorite things. They're open Thursday through Sunday for lunch and dinner at the Congo Road exit in Benton.
At Shelter Insurance, we believe insurance should adjust to fit your needs. That's why we work with you to design an auto, home, and life insurance plan that's particular to you. Insurance that fits just right. And Shelter is known for our award-winning customer service, satisfied customers, and a plan for you. Ready to check us out? Shelter Insurance. We're your shield. We're your shelter.
See Shelter agents Richard Yeager, Steve Ferguson, or Jason Daly in Little Rock today.
Huck's Homes run an inventory clearance. Now you can save thousands on remaining clearance models. 1, 2, 3, and 4 bedrooms available for immediate delivery. Don't have land yet? Don't worry. Hawks can finance the land and the home together in one payment. And now through the end of March, Hawks has lenders offering $500 down land home loans with certain credit scores. Remember, we can custom build your new home for you as well. That's hawkshomes.net.
Welcome back in the zone. If you like the sound of our voices, you should see our faces. Check our live stream out on YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, or Twitch. Now, back to the show.
Let's head on out to Conway. Chris Crane Hyundai over there trying to make sure they take care of people with some amazing deals going on right now. 0% financing for select vehicles. I'll say it again, 0% financing. Some of them, you don't have to make a payment for 90 days. Really trying to help you out if you need a vehicle, not now, but right now. Now, when it comes to the lineup, they got the Palisades, the Tucsons, all the 2026 new models all ready to go. Also, pre-owned cars, have those as well. They like to call them pre-loved cars. Not just cars, they got the trucks and the SUVs, but they also, it's a one-stop shop over there in Conway. They got the collision center on site, so if you got a little bump or something, you need some work done, you can do it there. Also, a little customization as well. You can have the tint, you can have your car wrap, you have a business, you want some exposure, you can knock it all out there in Conway. Great people, great customer service, one-stop shop. Once again, Chris Crane Hyundai in Conway.
All right, a full slate of Oaklawn items to talk about. Next hour, we've got Tom Murphy coming up, not from Oaklawn, but we've also got Wayne Smith, the general manager here, and David Longinati will join us at 11:45 with some picks. We've got entertainment brought to you by Bell and Sword up in Conway. Our birthdays are brought to you by our friends at Brewski's, which is a great spot to catch Razorback baseball today or Razorback basketball tomorrow, if you're interested in such things. And we've got What's on Tap, brought to you by Flyway Brewing. All right, let me hit a few things here. Hey, Justin. My name's Jacob. Hi, Jacob.
Hey, Jacob.
Jacob Jingleheimer Schmidt.
I don't remember that guy.
His name is my name, too.
It's John, though, right?
John Jacob Jingleheimer Schmidt.
Yeah.
I asked Wes Moore yesterday if the Buzz would cover more motorsports, and he suggested maybe trying to start a short show on the Buzz. Who would be the person to talk to about buying some airtime? Also love the show. Well, I was going to say forget about it, but since you're so nice.
He buried the lead.
Email me.
Yeah.
Email me. If you told me you liked the show, I'd have listened a lot more seriously there. Yeah. Email me. I'm kind of into NASCAR. I love Michael Jordan sort of flipping the whole thing upside down right now. The Buzz. Justin at 1037thebuzz.com. That is where you email me anything you want to tell me great about the shows. I have a different email for those who want to complain about anything. Like I had a lady this week that texted and didn't like the conversation we were having about Savannah Guthrie, and she said, I cannot believe you just said that about Savannah Guthrie. And I said, I didn't say it. I read a comment from a listener. Mm-hmm. And she's like, well, that could still hurt feelings. I'm like, ma'am, Savannah Guthrie doesn't listen to our show ever.
Yeah.
Also, after you left the show yesterday, I said some very unkind things about Chad Morris.
Me?
Huh?
Who?
After you left,
yeah,
I said some unkind things about Chad Morris.
Yeah.
And some guy, he screenshotted the video and posted it. And I was like, well, now I'm like, I like talking bad about people that deserve it, but I don't want Chad Morris to see that.
He screenshotted it and posted it, and what did he tag Chad Morris in it?
No, he tagged me. He's like, because I was rooting for. I said his son is looking for a seventh year. Did you see this?
Oh, Chandler. I did see that. I did.
Virginia.
Yeah, I was like, I wonder if that's Chad Morris' son.
It is.
It is.
That's the one he used to fly over to go watch when he was at Arkansas.
He's looking for a seventh year of college?
Yes, at Virginia.
It's been that long?
Yes.
Wow.
So, anyway, but I was just killing Chad Morris over, I'm like, this kid deserves anything. I said he should get away with murder if he wants to because he had to be Chad Morris' son. What an embarrassment,
Ooh.
So, but I don't want it to be on his
You can put it out there.
I didn't think he was listening to the show. Does UCA have a chance to share the regular season ASUN championship if they win Saturday and Austin Peay loses? No, they don't share it. They win it outright. Well, they would actually have the same record, but UCA would have the 1 seed because they beat Austin Peay on the road. So, Justin, says this person from the 501, the Buzz seems to hit home runs with all your NIL players. Always great hearing their backstories. Yeah, I'm telling you, Carson is impressive. And, again, all the guys are great. I mean, we got, so many different guys on the different shows that are really good. I know the morning guys have really enjoyed having Cam Koza the last couple of years. He's been really good. And who else is out? Oh, Sousa's on drive time. And then Wes and Joe have who is their guy? They got Micah New available still. They have not been able to – we don't have a sponsor for him yet. But they have – oh, they've got pitcher from Lono on their show. Steel Leaves.
Yep.
So, yeah, no, the kids have been great. We've been very lucky. Do you have any more baseball tickets? We sure do. We're going to give them away during birthday trivia today. We have one more pair left. Peyton says, I've been winning a little money taking UCA against the spread. They are the second best team in the state covering the number behind Arkansas.
Nice.
Yep, they're covering they're in the mid to high 60s covering. They certainly covered the other night because they were an underdog and they won outright. From the 414, Alabama lost to Florida by 23 points. Tide of a similar style to Arkansas did not match up well. Does the same thing happen to the Hogs? I don't know. We'll find out. Did you see the Oaklawn sports line on Arkansas and Florida?
No. What is it?
9.5.
Oh.
Ooh, that's what I thought.
Will it still be the Oaklawn sports ad or line?
Probably.
I think that thing changes fairly quick.
I think so, but it's still from what I saw in Wayne's comments in the Democrat Gazette, the association is not going to change the branding, so it's still going to be an Oaklawn-led thing here.
Cool.
So I'm not sure exactly how all that works. I really am not, but we'll talk to Wayne in the next hour about that. Again, Razorback baseball 3 o'clock today over on Buzz 2 with a 2:30 pregame. Congrats to the Little Rock women for their win last night. Oh, I got a couple NBA things here, and then we'll hit the top of the hour. Did you see these stories? I don't know. And also, speaking of Razorback baseball, I should mention, too, general admission tickets are on sale in North Little Rock, and get them while they're hot. They're playing April 14th against UAPB, so if you're trying to go to that game, I would definitely snatch up those tickets. That thing sells out every single year, and hopefully that turns out to be a good game. We need to get UAPB's coach on soon.
Mm-hmm. Logan
Coach Stout, yep. So a couple things NBA related. One is actual basketball, one is promotional. Con Knippel, the Charlotte rookie, has set a mark, and he has made more three-pointers than any rookie in NBA history, I think I read. His 207th, and he leads the NBA with 209. He made a few, I guess, in the game the other day. It says it took Keegan Murray's NBA record for three-pointers he had the previous record, and so he set the mark already. It took Murray 80 games in 22-23 to establish the record, and Knippel just passed it in 59 games. That is obscene. So pretty impressive. Steph Curry's got the single-season record with 402. He's shooting 44% from three, making him a contender for NBA Rookie of the Year with Cooper Flagg. So that's amazing, man. Good for him. I like Con Knippel. And then the Atlanta Hawks are in the news for a different reason. They have a very unique promotion coming up on March 16th. They're paying tribute to Magic City, which I don't know if you've heard of it. It is a strip club in Atlanta. That's where Lou Williams got in some trouble during the bubble.
They got good wings, apparently.
Apparently the wings are very good. To celebrate the iconic cultural institution, the Hawks are planning a night filled with food, including their famous lemon pepper wings, along with music and exclusive merchandise. They're playing the Orlando Magic that night. Get the connection? Magic City and American Fantasy is the promotion, I guess. I'm a little surprised they're doing this. That's a little edgy, but whatever. I don't have an issue with it. I just thought it was a little bit funny. This guy says, yeah, he shot 8 of 11 last night from 3. That's like real good, huh? DJ.
Yes.
I'm a Raiders fan.
Okay.
Do you think Fernando Mendoza is worthy of the first overall pick?
I don't, but I think he will be. Just because of the need.
Who would you pick?
Did you see the edge rushers yesterday?
No.
In the combine? This dude from Texas Tech, Bailey, I think's his name.
Yeah.
About 6'5", 250. He ran a 4.46.
I saw some kid from Ohio State, linebacker.
Ran a 4.46.
But he also,
he vertical jumped 43 inches.
That's stupid.
They're clowning right now.
So you're saying comparatively to their counterparts, they're more elite than Mendoza versus quarterbacks?
Just an overall better prospect, in my opinion. Okay. And who knows? Maybe Mendoza will get there and be the second coming of fill in the blank.
Ryan Leaf. DJ, I seen a podcast talking last night about putting Tyson's patch on a jersey. Is that correct? And what are we coming to? This is pathetic. This is from JW.
I did hear that, though.
It's happening.
Yeah.
It's happening everywhere, and it's going to be very – you won't notice it once the games start.
No.
So.
Talk about it on the other side, huh?
Yeah, it's no big deal. Peyton says, I'm taking Arkansas plus 9.5 all day. I think we keep it closer than that. I hope you're right.
They want a break. You need a break. We have the solution. This spring break, Arkansas State Parks offer just about any kind of experience you could imagine. Outdoor adventures that put you in a kayak, on a mountain bike, beside a waterfall, or immersed in Arkansas history you've only read about. Or slow it down. Put your feet up by the fire at a lodge and take in scenic views that help you reset and recharge this spring. Affordable and easy spring getaways are waiting. Plan yours at ArkansasStateParks.com.
Make Jim's Razorback Pizza your game day headquarters. Known for their amazing thin crust and Detroit-style deep dish pizzas, but don't pass up on their wings that were voted the best by AY Magazine. If you're looking for a great place to watch the game and the most accommodating service around, visit Jim's Razorback Pizza at Highway 10 just past Taylor Loop and the second location at the Morgan Mall Mill exit. Jim's Razorback Pizza, proudly serving Central Arkansas for over 20 years.
Nolan Souza, Drive Time Sports each week, brought to you by Seth Board with Shelter Insurance on Main Street in Jacksonville. Call Seth today for all your insurance needs, 501-982-6465.
Don't get sidetracked.
That man is playing Galaga.
We'll keep you on course.
Thought we wouldn't notice, but we did.
103.7 The Buzz. Buzz News with KARK's Gary Burton Jr.
The Capitals celebrated Arkansas legend Johnny Cash with the 5th Johnny Cash Day. The celebration included several different speakers who talked about his long-lasting influence on America. Many of Johnny Cash's family members were there to celebrate and remember him as well. And lawmakers are set to vote on a bill aiming to spur housing development by cutting constitutional regulations and giving state and local governments rewards for eliminating their own red tape. A similar bill passed the House earlier this month. The bill includes a number of provisions, including incentives to change zoning laws and ways to increase community bank lending. The House and Senate versions will need fine-tuning before a single proposal is sent to the president's desk, a goal both parties hope to achieve before the midterm. For the Buzz Radio Network, I'm KARK's Gary Byrne Jr.
If you don't already have the Bet Saracen Sports Wager app, download it today from the app stores or go to BetSaracen.com. Bet Saracen is Arkansas's favorite sports betting app.
Weather from the Fletcher Weather Center with KARK's Pat Walker.
It's a beautiful sunny Friday. We'll have a high temperature of 74 this afternoon. Tonight, clear and cool, dropping down to 48 for Little Rock. And then Saturday, a mostly sunny day, and it's going to be warmer. Little Rock will get up to 79 degrees. Many places probably will hit 80. For the Buzz Radio Network, I'm meteorologist Pat Walker.
Are you hungry? Something new, $25, all you can eat, sushi rolls, soup, salad, Benihana rice. Come at Benihana's Monday through Thursday.
BKC Home Builders are the premier home builders, providing custom builds and remodels. No matter what size your dream is, BKC will walk you through all the phases, from house plans to landscaping, to make your custom home as beautiful as you imagine. The team at BKC will be with you through the entire process. If you're looking for commercial building or remodeling, BKC has your commercial needs covered as well. BKCHomebuilders.com or find them on Facebook. That's BKC Home Builders in Hot Springs.
Hey folks, this is Mitch Ward, proudly serving the great state of Arkansas with Red River Auto Group for over 20 years. We started as Arkansas's #1 Ram, Dodge, Chrysler, Jeep dealer, but we've also got Ford and Toyota. And I like to think we've got the largest discounts than anybody in the state. But folks, really, if you bring us any reasonable deal right now, we're going to try to put something together. If that means us giving a little too much for your trade or selling ours for just a little too cheap or fighting for the best rate, we're going to make it happen. Check us out at redriverauto.com.
Wendy's has a new Girl Scout Thin Mints Frosty Fusion with Girl Scout Thin Mints cookie pieces, rich creamy frosty, and a mint chocolate cookie sauce. Which means Girl Scout Thin Mints and Wendy's Frosty, yeah, they're basically best friends now. It's like two delicious desserts just high-fived, snapped a few too many friendship selfies, and then rode a tandem bike down a never-ending road of mint chocolate frosty perfection. So, swing by Wendy's and try the new Thin Mints Frosty Fusion.
Limited time only at participating U.S. Wendy's.
You like saving money, right? We all do. That's why Allstate just lowered the price of car insurance. Not, but wait, there's a catch. Lower. Actually lower. So if you're shopping around or just want to see how much you could save, check Allstate first for a new lower auto rate that could save you hundreds. You're in good hands with Allstate. Not available in every state. Only applicable for new auto insurance business. Rates will vary by several factors, including how you purchase the policy. Potential savings vary. Allstate North American Insurance Company and Affiliates, Northbrook, Illinois.
When the unthinkable happens to your home or business, whether it's damage from smoke, water, fire, or mold, let Rainbow Restoration make you whole again. Their extensively trained team, state-of-the-art equipment, and 24/7 rapid response will help get your life back on track fast. Because this isn't just their service area, it's their home. When you need them, find them at ArkansasRestorationExperts.com. Rainbow Restoration, where they restore, you recover. Services performed by an independently owned and operated franchise.
Sound familiar? At Mattress Firm, we understand there are many problems that can keep you up at night, like snoring, aches and pains, or sleeping hot. Our sleep experts have the unrivaled know-how to match you with a mattress that can help. And now at Mattress Firm, save up to $700, plus get a free adjustable base with select Sealy Posturepedic mattresses. For the great sleep you deserve, visit Mattress Firm. We make sleep easy. Restrictions apply. See store or website for details.
It's no secret, today's diesel isn't as good as it should be. Diesel lacks lubricity. That can lead to fuel system failure, costing thousands in repairs. But you can prevent those issues with Hot Shot Secret products. Clean injectors, boost cetane, increase fuel economy while adding 4 times more lubricity than the leading competitor. Claims proven by real-world use and confirmed by third-party ASTM testing. Available nationwide at truck stops, farm and automotive stores, and online at hotshotsecret.com. Hot Shot Secret, powered by science.
If there's anything green in your yard right now, it's probably a weed, and you need to do something about it. Weed control and fertilization service from Sanders Ground Essentials is easier and less expensive than doing nothing or even trying to do it yourself. 315-9395 or go online at sandersground.com. Let's get growing.
Superstars Joe Klein and Pat Bradley for Arkansas's #1 sports app, Bet Saracen.
Joe, you know the main difference between Bet Saracen and those other guys?
Definitely. Easier to navigate. Always good parlays. Plus, lots of fun choices, like ping pong, right there on the app.
But the real difference are those special promos.
Get $250 on us with your first $25 wager.
Gambling problem? Call 800-GAMBLER.
You're in the zone, coming to you live from the Oaklawn Hot Springs studio. Oaklawn, Arkansas's only casino resort. Now, here's Justin Acri and DJ Williams on the Buzz Radio Network.
This is what we like to call on a Friday live from Oaklawn, Hour 2. That's what we call it. We really do. We call it Hour 2 because you know what it does? It comes after Hour 1, and it's before Hour 3.
Yeah.
We got our zone rewind coming up a little bit later. They'll just knock your socks off. Pretty excited about that.
Really?
Yeah. Todd Pierce holding it down back in the studio. We are in the Mainline Sports Bar. Looks good, smells good, feels good, and it's a pretty great space. If you're looking for a place to hang out this weekend, you come down here and watch the races all day, and then, I don't know, maybe you come to the Mainline and watch Razorback basketball. Sounds like a fine idea to me.
Yeah.
I mean, just saying.
We're going to get after this little match play in a little bit, too.
We are?
You and me.
Okay.
I got us set up.
All right.
Want to put a little something on it?
Yeah, sure. Let's see. Oh, I also got to talk about this NCAA targeting thing, DJ. Don't
we got an update?
Yeah, there's some new stuff happening. All right, let's get to the Red White Report, then we'll talk to Mr. Murphy.
The Red White Report is brought to you by Ortho Now, your walk-in solution for orthopedic care at the Orthopedic and Spine Hospital at UAMS Health.
All right, the Woo Pig event for softball is happening this weekend. Arkansas got a win yesterday, 10-2. The 400th career win for Courtney Deifel, so congratulations. 14-1, or 14-1 rather, by beating Omaha 10-5 in 5 innings at Bogle Park. So congratulations to Coach Deifel. That was very nice. They'll continue the Woo Pig Classic today. Boise State, 4:45, and Charlotte at 7, both on SEC Network Plus. The Arkansas women's basketball team also got a big Arkansas women's basketball lost yesterday.
45.
Very close. 89-44 over at Oklahoma. Oklahoma's a top 10 team. Lots of people lose by 40 points in women's basketball. It's not a big deal. 16th straight loss. That might be more of a big deal. Arkansas will host Auburn for the regular season. Thank you so much. Regular season finale on Sunday.
Thank you.
And that will likely be their 17th straight loss. But that's okay. This is what we call, you know how coach is like, we're not rebuilding, we're reloading. Just rebuilding you. It's okay. Tough deal. A lot of people are like, how come Mike Neighbors can't win any games? Kelsey Music's like, oh, my beer. So, it'll take a minute. It's just going to take a little while. I have 100% faith in her, so I think she'll do a good job. I really like her, too, personally. So I'm hoping they get it turned around.
That's
here.
One where I'm just like, it's really not her, but where do you draw the line on allowing it to be an excuse or not?
What, not having money?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Not my responsibility to concern. To worry about. I got enough problems of my own. All right, Razorback baseball hosting the Mavericks of UT Arlington this weekend. That first game, again, is at 3 o'clock today. It'll be on Buzz 2. Then the games will be on the Buzz this weekend. at 2 o'clock and 1 o'clock on Saturday and Sunday, respectively. It'll be Gackle and then the two lefties, Dietz and the big tuna, Colin Fisher. Keep it rolling, Todd. I got much more to get to. Oh, so much more to get to. All right, there you go. Razorback basketball. I think we have one last clip here we didn't play the other day about Razorback hoops, and maybe not. Maybe
yes, I believe we do have one. It's Coach Calipari talking about
defense.
Defense and turnovers and how one begets the other.
What we're getting them to do is play with their arms like this. So instead of playing with your arms like this and you're small, just be like you're in a zone. And now they're getting their hands on balls. They're tipping it. Their arms are closer to a contested shot, or their arms closer to go get a rebound or a loose ball. We've been working on that for about 3 weeks now, and we'll continue.
TJ, do you know how to get your hands on balls? Takes great effort. Saturday, 7 o'clock tip, 6:30 pregame on the Buzz. Yep, that's right.
Nice.
And Razorback baseball tickets again at Diggy Stevens Park on sale now at Travs.com. That's right. So there you go. Let's get Tom Murphy of the Arkansas Democrat Gazette.
Well, as he comes in, we also had two Razorbacks workout yesterday.
Okay, talk to me.
NFL Combine, Cam Ball, Xavier Sori, I believe, ran a 4.6340.
It's pretty good.
It's very good. Sometimes people forget that that's still really, really fast. Now, when you compare it to his competition out there, these guys running 4.4s all over the place, that's just the name of the game. But looked well in his individual drills, didn't do a lot to pop off. And then Cam Ball ran a 5.11. I think he ran it twice. And so outside of individual drills, nothing really kind of jumped off the screen. So it'll be a tall task for them moving forward. But I do think they both get drafted. It may be really late, but I still see the potential there.
Okay, Todd, that's enough. Thank you. I misspoke, by the way. The game Saturday is 7:30. Yes, thank you, Craig, for correcting. 7 o'clock pregame on the Buzz. 7 o'clock pregame, 7:30 tip. So just make sure that is 100% clear. Let's bring in Tom Murphy. I bet he knew what time the game was. You okay? Is your cup hot?
It's a little hot.
Yeah, that's how coffee works sometimes. Yeah. Tom, how are you?
Man, I'm doing great. I got a funny leftover from the last week, and it was this. Cal would not let the Alabama officiating go. I mean, he mentioned it during the week, and then after the game, in front of the crowd, he's like, I knew these officials were going to call it pretty good, not like the other night when it was 20-5. Well, that's a big exaggeration. But he did not like the officiating in that Alabama game. The times free throw chances for the Tide compared to the Razorbacks. So, anyway, he wouldn't let it go.
Did he get Mark Pope fined or not?
No, he did not get fined because all this is like on radio and it wasn't that harsh. What Mark Pope said was pretty harsh, even though it wasn't on the dais, so to speak. It was out in the hallway, but multiple reporters, as I understand it, quoted what he said, and you just can't get away with that. They had to find him.
Yeah, you're in a public space. You're kind of asking for it. I'm guessing the natives are growing a little restless over there. And listen, they could easily have a couple, 3 more losses, too. But, again, I'm not spending my energy hating on Kentucky. I'm just happy that Cal is doing well at Arkansas. This is the biggest test of the year, maybe. I mean, certainly in conference play for Arkansas, Tom, and obviously Duke and some of these others they've played. They've been tested. They played a bunch of teams that went, deep in the tournament last year. But this is, I think this is a real. I mean, again, I'm saying this like it's some kind of profound statement. I think they're really going to know where they stand after Saturday, Tom. But I mean, look, I think we all think the world of Florida, really good team, defending champs, all those things. And everybody was excited about the way Arkansas played. I think the other night, even with Acuff having an off day. But I mean, to me, it's like, okay, this is the measuring stick, right? This weekend.
If I saw the line right, it was Florida by about 8.5.
9.5 here at Oaklawn.
That makes 9.5. That makes sense to me because think of Arkansas's strength. Well, think of Arkansas's weaknesses and their strengths. And I know their defense is getting better, but Florida can attack you for all the different positions. They're taller than Arkansas, so they're going to rebound. And I think Florida understands this is another big challenge. Everybody's gunning for them, but this is a big one. I wish Arkansas had beaten Kentucky and they'd be a little more solid in the top 4 for the double bye, but it is what it is. I wish they'd beaten Alabama on the road. But anyway, this is a big test. Here's my concern for the Razorbacks. We know that Acuff's ankle is hurting him. I don't know what grade his ankle sprain is, but do you try to, if it's a close game, do you try to play him for 39, 38, 40 minutes, and then what's his ankle like going down the stretch? I think keeping their position in the top 4 is important, and they could still do that, I think, by beating Texas and Missouri to finish up. But I don't know. I think it's more about getting guys right. And, I see Acuff at full speed, and clearly his jumper was off. We have not seen his jumper off for that long of a stretch all season long. But when A&M made it close, made it a game, his jumper was back on, and he got to the spots he wanted to shoot jumpers, including the one that was over the 6'11" Clement. So here's one final thought on that game. A&M got a lot of backdoor cuts, and they got to the rim a lot when they built that lead to 11-2. But you'll see, man, Arkansas were switching, and they were defending those passes. They tipped away a lot of those backdoor passes and those give and goes when Arkansas built its lead because their defense improved. And you saw Acuff tip a ball out near midcourt, and that led to a Richmond layup. So I think Jimmy Dykes was on the call the other night talking about how Arkansas has incrementally gotten better on defense, and that is the truth.
Tom Murphy joining us in the Arkansas Democrat-Gazette. I'm pulling up stats here, and I like the fact that, Cal is going to bat for his guy. Not to mention it's a logical take that Acuff should be getting some National Player of the Year consideration, and I don't think there's much argument that he's not the SEC Player of the Year. There will be people who will argue to the contrary. I was about to ask you, and I don't know if the numbers are there. They're probably not. I'm looking at them now, but maybe it's a little too late for Billy Richmond. But my gosh, Tom, he's certainly playing like an all-conference performer right now.
He is, and you have to add the defensive component for him too, which is not so measurable or not so publicized. But yeah, he's a solid defender, and people talk about his first step. Man, he is blowing by fast guys sometimes on these drives, and he's under control better. It looks sometimes like he's out of control, but he's made some scoops and reverses that were eye-popping. Whereas last year he'd get bumped and he was out of control. But this year you can see it. He's made more of those shots, and he's more in control, and he's getting a lot more fouls called on him because he's a more veteran player and he's got more of a name and all that. He's getting more fouls called, and the same for Acuff too. So I don't know if he'll make all conference because when you think about the depth, it's particularly the swing man, guard spot, there's a lot of guys out there, Phylon and so on and so forth in this league that are good players.
So we got a little bit of a debate yesterday, Tom. I wouldn't quite call it heated, but I was on Acri Island. I was all by myself on this one, and the Pigskin and DJ were both beating the Arkansas can go deep in the tournament drum. I'm still concerned about their defense, which occasionally is pretty good, but statistically is not. And also their big guys are inconsistent. Now, obviously, you got good Ewan the other night, and you've had a few games like that, but Pringle no-showed again. So I just that's what worries me, Tom. What do you think is the ceiling for this team?
They have the capability of, so I'll take the DJ and Pigskin Preacher side. I think they have a capability of going deep, and it's because when you look at the whole structure of a team, if this is off, can they still win? If their three-point shooting is off, can they still defend and get into an open floor type game and get points off turnovers? And I do think they can do that. When their two big guards are struggling, they still built a nice lead because Richmond was on his game, even though Pringle wasn't scoring. So I think there's enough where if they falter in one area or another, to me, they don't have all the strengths that Florida does, because I think their games when they get it out rebounded, they give up a lot of offensive rebounds. A&M got some the other night too, and even though they get their share of them, they run up against the Florida or Arizona, Duke teams that can really rebound and defend, and I do worry about giving up more offensive rebounds and not getting enough for instance, in Saturday's game, how many offensive rebounds will they get versus how many they give up? Because Florida gets a ton of them, and that'll be a big factor in whether or not they have a chance to win that game.
Tom Murphy joining us from the Arkansas Democrat-Gazette. I just got a text from a friend of mine who says he wants us to shift gears. He said, ask Tom about Arkansas's offensive struggles in baseball, and I'm not going to do it. So, sorry. Tom, let's talk about softball and Courtney Deifel. No, I'm kidding. We just talked to Carson Brumbaugh, who is, again, I'm always impressed. And I know these kids have done a lot of interviews because they've been high-profile athletes for a while, but when an 18-year-old comes on the show and sounds like a 25 or 30-year-old, it always blows my mind. But he was outstanding today. He's been very, very good defensively, but he, like his teammates, have had some issues. I would call it scuffling at best at the plate. So, Dave Van Horn said he feels like this team is better offensive than they've shown, and I will take his word for it because he knows what it looks like. But any suggestions or any take from you, I guess, on what the issues are exactly?
Well, one of them is strikeouts, and that's plate discipline and understanding pitches. They got 4 guys who have double-figure strikeouts already through 9 games. That would be Pompey, who he's shown a good glove as well, and also Brumbaugh and New, and someone else has 10 strikeouts. I don't think it's Cahillo, but they've got 4 guys with 10 strikeouts, and that's a lot. And when you're doing that, you're not putting pressure on the defense. You're not moving runners up with ground balls and things like that. So, to me, and then when Damian Ruiz comes back, then the question becomes, well, look, New is actually hit better in the leadoff spot. He's hitting .417 or .419 in the leadoff spot, and when he was deeper in the order, he wasn't hitting as well, and maybe that was because he was feeling pressure. But you got your question of when Ruiz comes back, does he slot back into leadoff? What happens to New? Because Dave saw them in last fall. Dave saw them in preseason. That's why he thinks they can hit better, because New was hitting better, Pompey was hitting better. I think Sousa's the other guy with 10 strikeouts.
Okay.
So he was hitting better as well. So I just feel like you take those 3 guys and Brumbaugh hits marginally better, then suddenly you got more guys on base. You're delivering more with the runners in scoring position. The question is, they got to go. The thing is, they got to go do it, and they haven't done it. Now, I think the Xavier is a really good team, and then obviously the teams they played in Arlington were good. So in other words, they faced a lot of good pitching. Arlington, I don't think as strong as Xavier was last week, so maybe we'll see those numbers start to tick up and confidence start to rise.
All right, let's hope that's the case. All right, Tom, we're going to leave it there. I appreciate you always. Enjoy the weekend. There's certainly plenty to chop up, and there'll be plenty to recap on Monday, but thanks for coming on, and we'll talk to you again next Friday.
You bet you guys. Always enjoy it. Sip.
Always enjoy it. Oops. My
button's not working.
There it is. Woo-hoo. Yeah, my call board is acting squirrely. It's 11:22. Wayne Smith is here. We're going to take our break a little early because he's here already. So, Todd, let's go ahead and take the break here quick, and then we'll come back and talk to the general manager here at Oaklawn. Lots to chop up with him. It's Rebel Stakes weekend and much more. From our text line from the 501, I like the fact that you guys talk about other things besides yourself. And when you have a guest, it doesn't come back to be about you and DJ. It's about your guest. That feels like a shot at someone else. But we have talked about this on the show before. And, again, there's different styles of performance and the way that you go about your business. And there are 2 types of people in my book. There are look at you or look at me people, and there are look at that people.
Yep.
Or look at them people. And we are the latter, I would say. We are not look at us people. We're obviously going to talk about what's going on in our lives occasionally. And I did mention my son being a freshman at Fayetteville when we had on, I
think it made sense.
Brumbaugh. But generally speaking, I think DJ and I are a lot more fascinated by the world around us than we are by ourselves.
You ain't lying. It's a fascinating place. Fascinating
you
people.
You are a fascinating person.
Fascinating
You
people.
fascinate me, but I don't think I'm particularly interesting.
Well, you're interesting. Don't sell yourself short now.
Well, listen, God did that. All right, we got to hit a break. It's 11:24. Wayne Smith is here, and Chuck Gatlin is here, and you're here, and Todd Pierce is here.
All right.
And we'll be back with Wayne Smith on the other side of the break.
All right, let's head in. Before that happens, I'm going to tell you about my friends over there in Greenbrier Standing Firm Farms. Man, this weather, I say it time and time again, if it ain't making you want to get out on that back patio, fire up that grill, start having people over, having a couple cold beers and some great food, man, I don't know what's going on with you. And the thing about it is a lot of people think they got skills on the grill. All right, well, you might as well have the best quality product to put on that grill, and that's exactly what you're going to find with my friends at Standing Firm Farms. They are a supplier to many restaurants here in the Natural State when it comes to that ground beef, because they're consistent and it's great quality. Same bite each and every time. Now, if you're somebody who wants to put your toe in the water, okay, DJ, we've been hearing you talk about your friends in Greenbrier at Standing Firm Farms. Where do I start? Well, head to their website, standingfirmfarms.com. Click on the inventory tab, and you're going to see a grill sampler box. I would say start there. But right next to it, you're going to see the brisket burger box. I'm telling you, hit it and you won't regret it. But while you're there, go ahead and start going all around the place. You can see you can order up to a whole side of beef as well. Great quality product, even better people. Support local, shop local. Visit my friends at standingfirmfarms.com.
Conversations on the phone to the break of dawn. Now we all alone while the lights on. Turn them off. Time to set it off. Get your off. Something's on your mind.
Chris Kane joins Morning Mayhem each Monday to mix it up with the guys. Chris Kane on Morning Mayhem is presented by Trader Bill's. Trader Bill's, your one-stop shop for all things Lake.
This is Sports Center.
The number 8 Arkansas Razorback softball team began play Thursday at the Woo Pig Classic in Fayetteville with a 10-2 5-inning victory over Nebraska Omaha. That gave Coach Courtney Deifel her 400th career coaching win. Arkansas got home runs from Dakota Kennedy, Tiana Bell, Brindley Bain, and Ramsey Walker, while senior Robin Heron improved to 7-0 on the season. She gave up both UNO runs with a walk and 11 strikeouts. Arkansas plays 2 games today against Boise State and UNC Charlotte. In other news, 2 former University of Arkansas golfers are in contention after Thursday's first round at the PGA Tour's Cognizant Classic. Nico Echeverria is in second place, while Taylor Moore is in a 6-way tie for third. I'm Todd Pierce for the Buzz Radio Network.
Willie D's Dueling Pianos has not moved yet. They're still rocking right here in the Little Rock River Market. Dueling Pianos upstairs, DJs downstairs with food and drinks every week. Reserve and learn more at WillieD'sPianoBar.com.
Come and get your Willie on.
I'm Dr. Lowry Barnes. When it comes to orthopedic care, there's no place like the Orthopedic and Spine Hospital at UAMS Health. We built this hospital just for you. With state-of-the-art surgical suites, advanced technology, and the state's largest group of fellowship-trained orthopedic surgeons. It's the best place in Arkansas to get you moving again. And if you need urgent orthopedic care, UAMS Ortho Now is right here for you at the Orthopedic and Spine Hospital at UAMS Health, where motion lives and service leads.
This is the Pigskin Preacher, bringing you the word. To understand the zeitgeist of the last half-century in America, you need to know the work of one Cornelius Crane Chevy Chase. He exploded on the scene in 1975 on a new show called Saturday Night Live and has been part of the entertainment firmament ever since. Chase's brilliance as a physical comedian morphed into a funny, quirky leading man from characters such as Irwin Fletcher and Clark Griswold and others. CNN has a new documentary titled, I'm Chevy Chase and You're Not. It is a fascinating look at a complicated man who has brought much enjoyment to Americans. Doublebee's has also brought a lot of enjoyment to Americans, at least the Americans who are lucky enough to live in Arkansas. Come on by a Doublebee's today to grab a drink, a snack, or a tank of gas. Doublebee's. It's where you gas it, grab it, and go. That's Doublebee's.
Oaklawn is here for when you want non-stop racing and non-stop action. The season's back, the weekends are packed, and it's time to plan your visit. The classic racing season kicks off January 30th and runs through May 2nd with exciting weekends, great food and drinks, and the kind of atmosphere you can only find in Hot Springs. It's fast, it's lively, it's time to win. Oaklawn Hot Springs. Join the fun. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Welcome back in the zone with Justin Acri and DJ Williams in the Oaklawn Hot Springs studio.
I don't mind letting you down easy, but just give it time. If it don't hurt now, but just wait a while. Another big fish in the pond, no more. You were what they're feeding on, so what do you
Justin Acri here. We are joined by Wayne Smith, the general manager of Oaklawn, while we watch DJ try to get himself out of the junk here on the golf simulator. Wayne, welcome to the show. Thanks for having us down today. How are you?
Well, thank you. Thank you for having me. And this is like being a comedy night at Pops.
Yes. My first drive was really good, and then I hit a really terrible second shot.
Did he get it out? He got it out? Oh,
That's
look at that.
recovery.
Nice recovery.
All right.
Well done.
Well, we like to go first things first here. We don't like to bury the lead, as it were, Wayne. So let's talk about what happened with the Arkansas Racing Commission yesterday. And
sure.
You guys have we consider ourselves at the Buzz a partner of yours, but you have a new partner who's a little bit more probably nationally known than the Buzz is, I'm sad to say. But you guys and FanDuel have hooked up. So what exactly is the scenario? How does this work? What does it do for Oaklawn? What does it do for the players? Like, give me the sort of overview of the whole thing.
Sure, certainly. So what happened yesterday was that FanDuel just got approved to be a licensee in the state of Arkansas, and so that's all that was done. So what we were looking to do with FanDuel currently today, our mobile sports app and everything that we do is run by two different vendors. One that does all the lines, so the lines that you get that show the money line, the odds, all of those things. All of that is done by one company, and then we had to partner.
You're good. You're good.
Oh, you good?
We're gonna fix your camera.
Then we had to. It's okay. I don't need to be on camera, but we then the second company takes.
You're good. I got you. You're fine.
There we go.
I just want a little more headroom. I feel like we're cutting you off. Go on.
Okay, good. Very good. All right. So we have one company that does the lines. We have another company that does the actual app. So the app that has Oaklawn Sports, when you pull up the app and you go to the App Store and it's all that is run by another company that does all the bonusing, profit boost, all the things that Zach does during the games, all that live stuff. All of that comes from another company. So we have been working under that scenario, and we have always been trying to find an all-in-one solution. There's very few of those. FanDuel was actually able to, and again, going back years, FanDuel and DraftKings, none of those guys ever had that all-in-one solution. They were just their own company.
Okay.
So now they have created an ability within their organizations. Technology's evolved and all that. So now they're able to actually offer a company like us who has a license in the state of Arkansas or has a license somewhere else. They now are branching out and come up with a program where they can actually partner with us and be a vendor of ours, where they can do both of those. They call it an all-in-one solution.
Gotcha.
So it's not FanDuel running the thing. It's Oaklawn Sports. But we're the licensee. We're the one paying the taxes. We're the one doing all those things. They are the ones that are actually doing what the previous two companies were doing for us.
Yep.
Now FanDuel just does it. Now we use their app, right? And so when you're in Arkansas, you will see Oaklawn Sports powered by FanDuel.
But the app itself will look the same?
So the app will actually be FanDuel's app, which is actually, quite honestly, a little better than ours. Although we know that our app is the best in the state. We know for a fact that ours is the best in the state, and so now we enhance our app with FanDuel's app.
Okay.
So it's really just enhancing what we do today, but using their app, their lines, and it's all Oaklawn Sports still.
When does that start?
So they've got approved as a vendor. Now we're working through the operational approvals through the Racing Commission, through their staff, and we don't have a date yet to announce, but we're working through all of those things. The first goal was for us. Now Southland got DraftKings, but a first goal for us was to get FanDuel approved as a licensor, to obtain a license in the state of Arkansas, and then from there we'll be working with staff on next steps in terms of agreement approval, operational approval, advertising approval. All those types of things need to get approved, and then once all that happens, we'll be announcing soon. Hopefully, it'll probably be a week or two before anything really happens. But it's really up to the Racing Commission staff to let us know when we're approved to go live.
So the technology is the reason why it makes sense now, maybe didn't before.
Exactly, and I think that's the thing. Sports wagering came out and with such a bang, right? And DraftKings, FanDuel, they were doing fantasy sports, all that stuff, so they were ready to go from the very beginning.
Right.
And so other national companies have tried to get to that to their level.
Sure.
And there's other national brands. No one was and they've been knocking on our door for years, right? Well, you know, and the original deals were all 95.5, 90% 10. And basically we were just a leasee. We were the leaseor, they were the leasee, and we were just getting a flat fee before.
Yeah.
Now, in their models, now it's, when I keep saying flat fee, it's a flat percentage, and so that was just their that was the way all the national brands. That's why we were at dead set. We want to do something in Arkansas that's Oaklawn related and Oaklawn Sports, and that's what it is today. It's going to be Oaklawn Sports powered by FanDuel.
FanDuel users will not use anything outside of the state Oaklawn related, or will there be?
Will not be Oaklawn related. Okay. So the interesting thing is
your thing is still geographically Oaklawn only. I mean, I'm sorry, Arkansas only.
Actually, every state is that way.
Okay.
Yeah. So
that doesn't change.
That does not change.
Okay.
So even with a FanDuel or a DraftKings or BetMGM or any of those national companies, if they're in different states, when you land in their state. In whatever state that you go to, and they have an app, and let's say you have an app with BetMGM, right? And you go from New York to New Jersey, right? If you go into New Jersey, geolocation knows that you're in New Jersey, and so you have to hit the New Jersey button, and then you can wager. Same wallet. You can use your wallet in all the different states, but the actual app is in New Jersey. Follows New Jersey rules, just like it will come. So FanDuel, people who have an app, the FanDuel app around the country, they come to Arkansas. When soon as they log in, it'll say, "What state are you in?" "I'm in Arkansas." You can then wager with Arkansas rules, but it'll say Oaklawn Sports.
Got you.
FanDuel.
I think when you leave New York and you go into New Jersey, the app actually pops on and says, "Why are you going to New Jersey? Go back to New York."
Yeah, what the hell are you thinking?
What are you doing?
But the thing is that if you are in Arkansas and you press New York, you won't be able to wager.
Gotcha.
Because the geolocation won't allow you to do that outside of the state that you're supposed to be in.
There's a lot of really smart people running this whole business.
That's exactly right. Yeah, so that's the cool thing for us is, and again, it's ironically, if you look at it, it's two iconic sports brands coming together as one, but it's Oaklawn Sports. And I want to be very clear that when you first pull up that app, it's going to be Oaklawn Sports.
Okay. So when we look in the App Store, it's still Oaklawn Sports.
It was still FanDuel. It'll be FanDuel's App Store.
Okay.
When you come into Arkansas and you press Arkansas, you'll see Oaklawn Sports.
Got you.
Because
Okay.
we're the licensee, right? We're the ones that hold the license.
We'll have a whole different app, so you're going to have to get a completely different app, right?
You're going to have to go to FanDuel and get their app. Correct.
And you'll figure out how transferring accounts over and all that kind of thing. How's that going to work?
Yeah, so what they're going to have to do, you're going to have to actually go to FanDuel's app, and then you're going to have to actually fund under FanDuel's deal. So from
So
an
I got to pull my
Oaklawn Sports,
$20,000 out and then put it back in there?
if you have that much, sure, certainly.
I do not. I don't even have 20,000 cents in there.
Yeah,
I did win on women's hockey, though. Thank you very much, United States. Appreciate you.
Well done. Well done. You should have done the men's, too.
I know who knew. That was a lot better payday.
But all that to say is that we'll have more things coming.
Okay.
It's just we are waiting for approval before. Oaklawn has always done this. We're not ones that get out in front and do all this other stuff. What we're trying to do is we're saying, as soon as the state tells us, yes, you're good to go, and here's the date that you can go do it, you guys will all be the first to know, and then we'll be giving instructions on how to do that.
You all have done a great job of that. I will say that. I'm not just saying that because we're here, because there are a lot of people who are happy to be the dog that catches the card. It's like, well, if you do, what do you do now? It's like, well, I don't know. We got the car, so we're happy now. It's fine. Well, it's like, well, maybe if you waited, you'd have a little better plan once you got it in effect. So.
Yep.
I think the other big question is, what about pari-mutuel? Does that change anything with Oaklawn Anywhere? All that's still separate?
Oaklawn Anywhere is separate. Oaklawn Anywhere is still the same.
Okay.
Yep. No, all that's that doesn't. None of that changes.
What about the national brands and the way they operate on that side versus the way you guys operate? Is it very similar, or are there not as many, I guess, any advantages to be gained in there like there is with working with FanDuel?
It's well, let's put it this way: if you work with Oaklawn Anywhere, you have to be a resident in the state of Arkansas in order to do so. But the cool thing is if you leave the state, you can wager on Oaklawn Anywhere, and all that does is that whatever the amount of money that's wagered on Oaklawn Anywhere, purses there's a percentage that goes to purses off of that, and so that's why it's good to be in the state of Arkansas, because then you're creating purses for Oaklawn, purses for horses to come in here, the best trainers, and so on.
And
so
purses will be impacted in a positive way by this new arrangement with FanDuel.
That's
too,
our
yes?
goal. Obviously that's our goal. We're getting if I don't know if you've looked at social media, but it is inundated with thank you for bringing in national brands, that kind of thing. We've been getting killed for the last 5 years. How come there's no national brand? How come there's no national brand? How come there's no choice? How come there's no opportunity? That kind of thing. And so, quite honestly, they created a new playbook, and they were able to figure it out. We told them, hey, look, this is the rules in Arkansas. Can you comply with the rules in Arkansas? Yep. And in today's world, they can. 5 years ago, they couldn't. Yep. And so, anyways.
Will this change, in your mind, I'm assuming it will, change the way that you guys compete against your competitors within the state's borders? Does this give you an advantage? Does it give you a better position, do you feel like?
You know what? Time will tell.
Yeah.
Time will tell. I think for us, it gives our fans and those people that love Oaklawn sports and love Oaklawn, it gives them an option to enhance the product that they were getting before.
Yeah. Nice.
And that's really what we were hoping to do.
Are there any promotional advantages, things like that for the user? Will there be things that maybe you guys haven't done in the past that might be available now?
Potentially.
Okay.
Yep.
Great.
I believe so.
It's exciting.
Yep, there will be that. I think there was a lot of disdain about how these brands in particular come into markets with promotional activity. I don't think you're going to see that much promotional activity at the levels at which they would if it were a brand new market. Right? For them, it's not necessary. Oaklawn Sports has a brand, has a market, has promotional activity. There's really no need for us to go crazy, right? With now that we're bringing in a national brand, so there'll be some increases, there'll be some opportunities to just try to get everybody familiar with the new app and that kind of stuff. But in the end, I think everything's going to work out perfect.
We're talking to Wayne Smith. We just tuned in, the GM here at Oaklawn. I did have a couple other questions. Go ahead, though, if you got something.
I mean, you're literally asking every question I was curious about.
Well, I was going to ask, too, about I think some people might be curious about the control of the thing. I mean, is there a partnership there, or is it strictly you guys are dictating, here's how we're doing things?
That's right.
Okay.
Nice. That's right. Yeah, obviously there's some national advertising, things of that nature, but that obviously FanDuel has been doing forever.
Yeah.
Right, so we don't control national stuff. But
Right.
locally, we have control over all of that stuff.
How did the decision get made to go with FanDuel versus the other?
Quite honestly, they came to us, and all of them have come. They came to us with, and we were already looking for an all-in-one solution. There are very few outside of national brands, so we knew that if we were when our other agreements came up, we were going to have to ultimately figure out whether we could get an all-in-one or whether we were going to have to stick with two solutions. We did not like the two solutions. It wasn't operationally efficient for us to do that.
Yep.
Not the brands that we were using are awesome brands, but just combined, it just wasn't working for us. Operate again, just less efficient.
Sure.
An all-in-one solution would have been much more efficient all along, and so there are very few of those. And so FanDuel jumped out very, very quickly, came up with something, and quite honestly, it comports with the rules, and it looks really good.
Yep.
And so that was the reason why we went there.
It sounds like it's just going to take time once it happens.
And
Because, my mom's going to say, what do I do with my Oaklawn app?
Yes.
So I just have to walk her through it, get FanDuel.
We will
You'll
walk
see at
you
the
through
top.
all that.
Yeah,
Yep.
so it sounds like one of those things we'll just let it happen, and then it'll make sense once you see it.
And by the way, if this had been the Justin Acri business that we partnered with an all-in-one solution, if Justin Acri had a solution that we could work with, similar to what we were doing but before with two, honestly, you think about it, this would have never been an issue.
Yeah.
But the name FanDuel brought out all this consternation, and then all of a sudden DraftKings decides to do it.
Yeah.
So then that's outside of that. If you just change the names.
Yeah.
And we found another vendor that had this all-in-one solution.
Yeah.
Never would have been. No one would have ever, because when you think about it, we've had two vendors ever since we opened up. Ever since we opened up sports wagering, not one comment had ever come out about it. Not one issue had ever come out about it. But now all of a sudden you bring in the name.
Yeah.
Right now, all of a sudden, everything is a big issue.
Yeah, I think most people are going to be on board, and they're all fine with it.
I think it's exciting.
It is. I agree. Well, thank you for clearing all that up.
Yep.
I don't know if I cleared it up.
Well, we have a better understanding of it.
Good. Hopefully I didn't muddy it.
I think the biggest, for us, for our listeners, it is, yes, there will be a new app. Yes, you'll have to move your accounts over, and we'll let you know. That's our job, is to communicate those things for you guys.
Right. Thank you.
Yeah, we're happy to do that. We're going to talk to David Longinati about racing. Real quick, I'll just ask you to touch on what is an exciting weekend. Sunday, you kind of lead it all the way up through there. There's plenty going on Saturday, too, for sure, and today.
Yep.
But Sunday's going to be a huge day here.
Yeah, we've always had Rebel Day. And this year we tried to, by moving it to Sunday, we tried to create this Rebel weekend, right? And so we got Razorback tomorrow, which is really cool. It's got a good race, Sandman coming in.
Yep.
Big horse. And then obviously the two big races on Sunday. Hopefully we could spread the weekend and make it into one big weekend versus just having one day and then kind of having a Friday Sunday.
Yeah, we got Razorback baseball going on at the same time in the middle of the day. Razorback basketball. We can hang out here tomorrow night.
Sweet mother! I mean, you got everything, anything you want, and don't forget we got the hotel, the casino, the best restaurants in Arkansas, and the best spa in Arkansas, and then we've got the best horse racing in North America.
Yes.
You do not want to be anywhere else other than being at Oaklawn.
How far in advance can you make an Oak Room reservation? Do you know?
You probably would have for this weekend. You probably would have had to do it a month ago.
I'm going to be here for Hall of Fame weekend, and I'm going to stay over here, and I'm going to be here for the long weekend.
Put it in now.
I need to go ahead and line that up. It's not until April, but
you might. Yeah. I will tell you that because of the size of in the group of everything everybody's coming in for the Hall of Fame banquet, and then ultimately the next day. You might want to get your reservation in quick.
Okay, I'll work on that.
But you might know somebody.
Yeah. You do know somebody.
You might know somebody.
DJ and I I've eaten at the Bugler 100 times.
Oh, the Seabass.
Still not been at the Oak Room.
We haven't been.
You've been to the Oak Room?
No.
Oh yeah, we got to get you.
Yeah, we haven't been yet.
You got to let me know when you want to go.
Yeah,
okay.
Been there. Great cocktails. Been there in the little bar area.
Yeah, the bar.
Oh, it's awesome.
How
there.
cool is that?
Yeah,
Sitting in the casino and you're just kind of hanging out, right? But when you go back in the room, if you haven't been back in the room to check it out, you'll never know that you're in the casino.
Wow.
You won't even know it.
We're going.
Okay.
Done.
And it's more intimate.
Okay.
Yeah. Especially for the ladies.
Yeah, I like that.
For you guys to bring the ladies. I think you really enjoy it.
Yeah.
You
Not
got
just
to.
you and me.
You got to. Well, hey, Ebony's the new star here.
Hey, she's it.
Right.
I tell you, we go so many places, and it's just like I know that girl because they all see her on her commercials now.
Yeah.
So yeah, she's big timing.
By the way, there's nothing like it in North America. She and Heather are the only, to my knowledge, we have not seen any other commercials. And I've talked to some of the national folks. They don't use women in sports.
Well, she's locked in.
We believe in it. We believe it, especially those two.
Absolutely.
Ebony uses that app like it's.
Yeah. Oh, she's paying attention to this. She's like, okay, so what do I need to do? So
I got her.
Yeah, should be locked in.
All right, Wayne. Thank you. Appreciate you. Good to see you.
You guys are the best. Thanks so much. Appreciate it.
We got to hit a break. David Longinati is standing by. We will talk to my partner in crime on Saturday, and we get the Three Amigos back together on Saturday. We're going to have our buddy Jeff Taylor back with us on Saturday. Lots of races to break down at Oaklawn and elsewhere. Stick around. It's 11:48.
Arkansas, thank you. Brewski's has officially been voted the best sports bar of 2025 and the Arkansas Democrat Gazette's best of the best. And this season, there's no better place to catch every Razorback basketball game. Huge screens, electric crowds, ice-cold drinks. This is where Hog Nation watches hoops. From everyone at Brewski's, thank you, Arkansas, for your support and an incredible year. Brewski's downtown and North Little Rock, your home for lunch, happy hour, and late night.
Fall in love with incredible deals this February at Gwatney Chevrolet. We're offering big savings on select 2025 and 2026 models, including 2025 Silverados with over 20% off MSRP. Drive home a brand new Equinox for under $27,000, or get a 2025 Trax for just $19,999. Don't miss these sweetheart deals. Visit GwatneyChevrolet.com or stop by 1301 TP White Drive in Jacksonville today. Chevrolet. Together, let's drive. With approved credit, restrictions apply. See dealer for details.
Love is in the air with our $400,000 Keys to My Heart promo at Southland Casino Hotel. And a new vehicle could be in your future. Earn entries playing on your Lucky North Rewards card through February 28. Each week, 100 winners will share in over $400,000 in free play. 10 members could win a share of $20,000 free play, a 2026 Mercedes-Benz Sprinter 3500 cargo van, or a GLE 350. New love means new wheels. February at Southland. Must be 21 plus. Play responsibly. For help quitting, call 800-522-4700.
When the unthinkable happens to your home or business, whether it's damage from smoke, water, fire, or mold, let Rainbow Restoration make you whole again. Their extensively trained team, state-of-the-art equipment, and 24/7 rapid response will help get your life back on track fast. Because this isn't just their service area, it's their home. When you need them, find them at ArkansasRestorationExperts.com. Rainbow Restoration, where they restore, you recover. Services performed by an independently owned and operated franchise. Make your yard the envy of the neighborhood with top quality equipment from Cabot Outdoors. Right now, purchase a Hustler Fast Track Series mower and receive a free pressure washer. An unbeatable bonus of up to $799. But hurry to get an extra $500 off. Supplies are limited. The Hustler Fast Track delivers precision, comfort, and durability for homeowners who demand more. Stop by Cabot Outdoors, 901 South Pine Street in Cabot, or take a look on Facebook.
You choose, you win, and the crowd goes wild. The 2026 Bud Light $10,000 Bracket Challenge is your chance to win a 50-inch TV. Submit a perfect bracket and you'll win $10,000. Pick 60 games correctly, win $1,000. Registration is now open at 1037thebuzz.com. It's the Bud Light $10,000 Bracket Challenge from 1037 The Buzz.
Peanut butter and jelly, peanut butter and chocolate, peanut butter and apples. Oh, you get the point. Peanut butter goes good with everything. But you know what else goes good together as well? Justin Acri and DJ Williams in the Oaklawn Hot Springs studio. Now, let's get back into the show.
I can't feel myself, I don't want nobody else to ever love me. You are my shining star, my guiding light, my love fantasy. There's not a minute, hour, day, or night that I don't love you. You're at the top of my list, cause I'm always thinking of you. I still remember in the days when I was scared.
Oh, we back. What's happening? In the zone, Justin Acri, DJ Williams, David Longinati, and Todd Pierce hanging back at the Oaklawn Racing Casino Resort Studio. We just can't get away, and why would we want to? David, good to see you, my friend. How are you?
I'm doing good. Good to see you as well.
Well, happy.
We talk to each other a lot, but we don't get to see each other.
Not nearly enough. Not nearly enough. Happy Rebel Weekend.
Well, thank you very much. It's going to be a great weekend. Get started today. We've got the Trivista Overnight Stakes today, 9-race card. Tomorrow, we've got 11 races and the $500,000 Razorback Handicap, which is not a bad race in itself.
Thank you very much. No doubt.
And then, of course, Sunday, don't forget 12 races. First post 12 noon. We've got obviously the $750,000 Honeybee, the $1 million Rebel, and also a new race on the offering. It's called the Pig Trail Overnight. It's for older horses, and it doesn't have quite as many turns in the race as the Pig Trail does. But it's got three, which is unusual. It's a mile-and-a-half race. It'll start about halfway down the backside. They'll go around 3 turns.
Well, you put a horse on the Pig Trail, they may get lost. We can't have that. So that is that's a wild one. But yeah, we were just joking in the break. It's like we're sleeping on a $500,000 race tomorrow with a Razorback Handicap with this incredible collection of horses. So, I mean, plus we do have, if you're using your Oaklawn Anywhere account, you can also wager on some other big national prep races that are going on tomorrow also.
Yeah, we'll be talking about those on the Oaklawn Race Day show tomorrow with JT, who's coming back to join us for Rebel Weekend. Wouldn't be Rebel Weekend without JT on that show.
Absolutely.
So we'll be talking about the Fountain of Youth at Gulfstream. We'll also be talking about the Gotham at Aqueduct. And we are going to, even though our race is not till Sunday, we will be obviously talking about the Rebel, handing out our Rebel Day picks as well, and the Honeybee as well.
Yeah, I was joking with Nancy earlier. I said, I wasn't even sure they had run the Withers yet at Aqueducts. They've been so backed up, and then they just get hit with a snowstorm now on top of everything else that they've been dealing with out there. So it's been a tough year at Aqueduct.
Yeah, it has. And they actually they did run the Withers, I think, the same day we ran their Southwest.
Okay.
It was one of those things they had to take their card and move it wholesale, just kind of like we did.
Yeah.
But they didn't get as much, there wasn't as much in their race as there was in ours.
Well, that's usually the case.
Yeah, exactly.
So you want to touch on the race tomorrow?
Sure.
The Razorback?
Razorback Handicap. We got 7 horses going in. Obviously, Sandman, last year's Arkansas Derby winner. He prepped for this with an allowance race that was supposed to be kind of an easy spot, but he didn't. I mean, he got in a little bit of trouble in the race, but ran 5th. Didn't fire for whatever reason. He did have a little bit of an excuse. So look for him to turn around. Of course, Mark Cassie's as hot as a pistol.
Mm-hmm.
Magnitude for Steve Asmussen is going to be your favorite. He's coming into this race off winning the Clark Handicap in November. Last year, he was everybody's Derby horse after winning the Risen Star. He ran like a 108 buyer. Everyone was, mouth hanging open, including mine.
Yeah.
Got a little bit of an injury, got taken off the Derby trail, came back, won the Iowa Derby at Prairie Meadows, ran in the Travers, got beat. That was a very short field with Sovereignty in there, but he got beat pretty badly. Got beat 20 lengths, but he's come back and run some pretty good races.
Yeah.
Ran third in the Pennsylvania Derby, and then won the Clark, beat older horses for the first time. And he's like a speed horse. The other horse in there that's kind of the banishing of this year is a horse from Jimmy DeVito named New What's New. He's won his 2 races here. He broke his maiden in December, first time running at Oaklawn. He's like his 6th career race. Won a 103 buyer, comes back and then wins an allowance race, and he's kind of a one-dimensional, we think, maybe a one-dimensional speed horse. So I think him and Magnitude theoretically could set things up for a closer like Sandman or another one.
All right, let's touch on Sunday real quick. We've only got about 3 or 4 minutes left here. And the 10-horse field for the Honeybee, we'll start there. And we were talking earlier about McPeak, and I guess he is training a horse that is owned by Terry Bradshaw.
Yeah, taken by the wind, unbeaten in 2 starts. 5-2 in your morning line. I think that makes her the second choice behind Explorer, Bob Baffert's 3-year-old filly, who is pretty impressive. So she's run 6 times. She's never finished worse than second. So I think she's going to be a pretty heavy favorite in that race. Also have Search Party who won the Martha Washington, Counting Stars who won the Year's End. So it's a good race in itself.
How many of these jockeys are jetting in after Saturday night races?
All of them will be here. All of them. Pratt will be here. John Velasquez will be here.
How do they get here though? Do they fly on private jets from some of the owners?
I don't know. I don't know if they charter. And typically this time, because of what's happening at Gulfstream tomorrow, a lot of them are at Gulfstream. So
right.
Theoretically, they could pitch together, charter a plane, and probably be a lot cheaper than commercial.
If I'm Bob Baffert, I'm like, I'll get you here.
Yeah.
Yeah, I need you.
Yeah.
Okay, so carry on. I'm sorry. Go on with the. Where are you headed here, or what do you got to narrow down to?
Well, I really think Baffert's filly is going to be very, very difficult to beat in the race. I think she's kind of got it. She's the only speed in the race. All the other fillies are kind of like a stalking sort or come from behind sort. I think she's the only speed, and she's got that what they define as California speed, which is generally a little bit quicker than Midwest speed.
Okay, that's usually the case.
Yes.
In the Rebel Stakes, you've got again all the familiar suspects in here. And Baffert's got a pretty good one in here too.
Yeah, Baffert's has Litmus Test. He's coming off a second in the Robert Lewis. Before that, he won the Laurel Futurity. Sorry, the Los Alamitos Futurity.
Yep.
In December, in his last start as a 2-year-old. So he's coming into the race very, very well. Of course, got Silent Tactic, the Southwest winner, Strategic Risk, the Smarty Jones winner. And the horse that's probably the most interesting is Blackout Time for Kenny McPeak.
Yeah.
He was going to be probably second choice in the Breeders' Cup Juvenile. Was a regulatory vet scratch that day, and Kenny's been scratching his head ever since then, trying to figure out why he was scratched. So this is his first race since October, but I think it's going to be a 2-horse race between him and Litmus Test.
All right, we'll dig in on all this again tomorrow on Oaklawn Race Day at 11 o'clock. David, myself, and JT coming back, Jeff Money Taylor. So we'll look forward to that. Good seeing you, my friend.
Good seeing you.
Enjoy your Friday. We'll talk to you tomorrow morning.
All right, see you.
All right, we're back in a second. This is The Zone. I almost said this is Oaklawn Race Day, but not yet. We are live at Oaklawn.
News for enthusiasts of Triumph motorcycles. Honda of North Little Rock now carries the legendary classics and cutting-edge rides. We have the Bonneville Bobber, Daytona 600, the TF450X, the Stunning Ever Special Edition, and the Rocket 3 Evel Knievel. You get the idea. Come see us at Honda of North Little Rock, your family fun headquarters.
Your heart works hard for you every day. Are you taking care of it? UAMS Health makes it easy with our heart health screening. For just $99, you will receive a heart CT scan, cholesterol and glucose testing, kidney and blood pressure assessments, plus stroke risk screening, all with same-day results. diabetes. If you're over 35 or have a family history of heart disease, this screening is for you. Healthy heart, healthy you, healthy future. Call UAMS Health at 501-603-1222. That's 501-603-1222.
At CertaPro, you can enjoy paint-free painting. Schedule a residential interior project now, paint in January or February, and CertaPro will cover the full cost of paint. Schedule now at CertaPro.com. That's Certa with a C. CertaPro. That's painting happy.
Anywhere in the state, dial 888-8888 for Rainwater Holton Sexton. They'll help you weather the storm.
Game time or playtime, we're here all the time.
I wish you had more time.
103.7 The Buzz, KABZ, Little Rock. Buzz News with KARK's Gary Burton Jr.
Governor Sanders' state agency holiday food drive resulted in nearly 38,000 pounds of food being donated. The governor says this is equivalent to over 31,500 meals for Arkansans. She says the amount donated is 76.5% more than last year's total of nearly 21,500 pounds. All of the food has been donated to the Arkansas Hunger Relief Alliance to be distributed across the state. And one of the most recognizable voices in Arkansas sports is signing off for the final time this weekend. Former KARK anchor and voice of the Razorbacks, David Woodman, is the current PA announcer at UA Little Rock. The 90-year-old has called Arkansas home for nearly 6 decades and leave behind a Hall of Fame broadcast career. For the Buzz Radio Network, I'm KARK's Gary Burton Jr. Have a great weekend, everyone.
Weather from the Fletcher Weather Center with KARK's Pat Walker.
It's going to be a beautiful sunny day. High of 74 degrees in Little Rock. Wind not too strong. A variable wind around 5 to 10 miles per hour. Tonight, mostly clear. Cool again. Maybe some patchy fog with a low of 48. And a really warm Saturday. Mostly sunny. A south wind 10 to 15 and high of 79. For the Buzz Radio Network, I'm meteorologist Pat Walker.
Fletcher Dodge wants to buy your car. We'll buy any make or model, and we'll pay you more than anyone else. Please, turn your old car into cash at Fletcher Dodge in Sherwood.
Hey folks, this is Mitch Ward, proudly serving the great state of Arkansas with Red River Auto Group for over 20 years. We started as Arkansas's #1 Ram Dodge Chrysler Jeep dealer, but we've also got Ford and Toyota. And I like to think we've got the largest discounts than anybody in the state. But folks, really, if you bring us any reasonable deal right now, we're going to try to put something together. If that means us giving a little too much for your trade or selling ours for just a little too cheap or fighting for the best rate, we're going to make it happen. Check us out at redriverauto.com.
BKC Home Builders are the premier home builders, providing custom builds and remodels. No matter what size your dream is, BKC will walk you through all the phases, from house plans to landscaping, to make your custom home as beautiful as you imagine. The team at BKC will be with you through the entire process. If you're looking for commercial building or remodeling, BKC has your commercial needs covered as well. BKCHomebuilders.com or find them on Facebook. That's BKC Home Builders in Hot Springs.
It's the Hot Springs Boat, Tackle, and RV Show this Friday, Saturday, and Sunday at the Hot Springs Convention Center. Over 100,000 square feet of boats and RVs at discounted show pricing. This weekend at the Hot Springs Convention Center, it's the Boat, Tackle, and RV Show. Check out the new clothing at Bell & Swart in Conway. A new cricket polo with Razorback logo, button-downs, vests, sweaters, slacks with UCA or Arkansas gear from Johnny O and Peter Millar. Great staff, fantastic service. Bell & Swart, the only Central Arkansas men's store with a tailor on staff to fit you. So go now to Bell & Swart, 1011 Oak Street in Conway on Facebook and Instagram.
U.S. Truck Accessories, your #1 Central Arkansas source for truck accessories, specializing in camper shells, bed covers, spray-in bed liners, trailer hitches, steps, grill guards, bumpers, lift kits, and much more. With professional installation on all products they offer. Locations in Conway and Searcy. U.S. Truck Accessories offers their customers twice the service. Locally owned and operated by a military veteran since 2002. Visit in-store, online. U.S. Truck Accessories. Work hard, play hard.
Hawks Homes presents Morning Mayhem movie reviews each week on 103.7 The Buzz. Hawks Homes can help you design your new home, duck club, or lake house. And if you don't have land, Hawks Homes can help you find it. Find them online at hawkshomes.net.
Welcome to Moe's. Everyone knows that coming into Moe's for our Mo Monday special is the best deal in burritos. But what about those other 6 days? Well, let me introduce the new Mo Value Meal. Junior burrito, side of queso, chips, salsa, and a fountain drink for only $9.99. And the best part, it's available all day, every day at Mo's Southwest Grill. Now here's my daughter Andy Kate with a special reminder.
Remember, kids eat free on Sundays. Welcome to Moe's.
Superstars Joe Klein and Pat Bradley for Arkansas's #1 sports app, Bet Saracen.
Joe, you know the main difference between Bet Saracen and those other guys?
Definitely. Easier to navigate. Always good parlays. Plus, lots of fun choices. Like ping pong, right there on the app.
But the real difference are those special promos.
Get $250 on us with your first $25 wager.
Gambling problem? Call 800-GAMBLER.
Huck's Homes run inventory clearance. Now you can save thousands on remaining clearance models. 1, 2, 3, and 4 bedrooms available for immediate delivery. Don't have land yet? Don't worry. Hawks can finance the land and the home together in one payment. And now through the end of March, Hawks has lenders offering $500 down land home loans with certain credit scores. Remember, we can custom build your new home for you as well. That's hawkshomes.net.
Hey, it's Randy Rainwater from Drive Time Sports. Friday, it's the Crane Team Triple-Double live from Bentonville as they take on the Purple Dogs of Fayetteville. Rick Schaefer and I will have a great show with Neil Atkinson from Bet Saracen, Trey Biddy from hogsports.com, thanks to Chris Crane Hyundai and Genesis of Conway, and Bart Reed thanks to Martin Orthopedics. See you Friday on 103.7 The Bulls. You're in the zone, coming to you live from the Oaklawn Hot Springs studio. Oaklawn, Arkansas's only casino resort. Now, here's Justin Acri and DJ Williams on the Buzz Radio Network.
This is 10% luck, 20% skill, 15% concentrated power of will, 5% pleasure, 50% pain, 100% reason to remember the name. He doesn't need his name up in lights, he just wants to be heard, whether it's the beat of the mic. So unlike everybody else.
Excuse me, DJ and I are playing golf on the simulator here, and I just 9-putted or something to lose the first hole in a match play. That's so infuriating. That is just so stupid. I ran an 8-foot putt by 8 feet twice. This is a joke. Kicking DJ's butt all over the course. And then
what do you mean?
I was kicking your ass until I
my first
8-putted.
putt. I sunk it. Give me some credit. We're both putting on the same thing.
I hit it right down the line.
Well,
right down the line.
There's no advantage when I'm up than when you're up.
It's a joke.
Same thing.
Yeah, whatever.
Short game will get you every time.
Shut up, Todd. I'm already pissed. It's annoying.
Oh, that's awesome.
Oh, God, it's so dumb. All right, let's get to – we didn't do champs and chumps. We got to do champs and chumps, too. So let's make sure we do that before we get too much further. And if you don't have one, think about your champ and your chump. Think about your champ and your chump. Don't wing it. One apiece.
Think about it.
Knock it out. All right, we'll do it after entertainment and birthdays, okay? We do have one pair of tickets to give away still, Todd, for Razorbacks. So let's get to entertainment, and we'll go from there.
Today's entertainment report is brought to you by Bell & Sword Gentlemen's Clothing in Conway. Check them out on Facebook and Instagram, or stop by Bell & Sword's new and larger location at 1011 Oak Street.
Somebody, by the way, asked about post time. It's 12:30 every day except for Sunday. It's noon on Sunday. Okay. So, Cody Johnson's in the news today. It's an interesting story. He said, this might be really cheesy. I'll tell you how I proposed to my wife. On our first date, I took her to a Texas Roadhouse. We sat in a booth, and I was just so in love, I could not wait to make her my wife. A year later to the day, we parked in the same spot, went to the same booth. He didn't pop the question inside. He waited until they got back in the truck. Then he got down on one knee. In his truck?
Dang, must be a big truck.
Must be. He got it like that. Now they have 3 kids, and it all started with Texas Roadhouse. I will say that the bread and the
rolls
butter.
and the honey butter, is that what it is?
If that doesn't make you feel like you're in love, nothing will.
That's it right there.
Yeah. The new Scream movie is not getting much love. Scream 7 officially in theaters. It already has the lowest Rotten Tomatoes score of the franchise. As of last night, it was at 38%. The previous worst was Scream 3, which was 45%. So we will see how it ends up. But it's not getting much love early on here. I know I won't be seeing it, so I'll have to take your word for it on how good it is. Todd, have you seen the Scream movies?
I've seen several of them. I haven't seen like the last 2 or 3.
Okay. Well, they're out there.
I think the last one I saw was Scream 4, I think.
Okay, well, you've missed 3, buddy. You got a lot
I
of
know,
work to
I'm
do.
behind the times.
All right, BK is elevating its Whopper experience with 3 small tweaks to the burger. First, it's going to now be served in a box instead of the wrapper. They're going to try to keep it nice and fresh for you so it doesn't get smooshed. Also, they are changing the bun and the mayo. They both got an upgrade, it says, to make them taste better and a bit more premium. But everything else, I guess, is the same. So those are their 3 tweaks. So if you're a Whopper eater, that's how you get her done. All right, this was kind of concerning to me today. This could have been a what the hell story. It says old person smell is real, and science will dictate whether it happens to you. I've never heard of this.
It'll come. Grandma B had a smell.
Who?
Grandma B.
Did she?
Yeah.
What did it smell like?
Old people smell.
What does old people smell? I guess I've never noticed this before. So there's an actual biological phenomenon caused by an epidermal change, not epidural, that's a different deal. Epidermal change that happens to everyone as they age. According to skin experts, every birthday after 40 increases the likelihood of the changes that the way skin smells. I've never heard of this.
You never heard, like, been at grandma's house and she gets up from a chair and you sit where she's sitting and you can kind of smell her a little bit?
It depends if she ate chili with beans. Apparently, there's a thing called 2-nonanol. It's an organic compound known as an aldehyde. The aging odor is caused by increased production of this aldehyde in older people. That's really wild. I guess I never really noticed it before. I didn't know that was a thing. Todd, if you feel like queuing up some Billy Idol, feel free. I could have given you a heads up on that, I suppose. He is included in the newly announced nominations for Rock and Roll Hall of Fame's class of 2026. We told you about the others yesterday. Phil Collins, Lauryn Hill, Oasis, Sade, Iron Maiden, and more. There is a brand new trailer for an upcoming feature-length documentary called Billy Idol Should Be Dead. Directed by a 3-time Grammy winner and produced by Live Nation, the film traces the life and career of Billy Idol. Through never-before-seen archival and personal interviews with Idol, his family, peers, and collaborators, the documentary digs deep into his emergence as a prototypical punk rocker, his meteoric rise as a global superstar, and the myriad of challenges Idol had to overcome to not just survive, but to remain one of the most beloved figures in rock and roll. I will watch that. Shia LaBeouf is out on bail. $100,000 he had to pay to get out of a New Orleans tank following his arrest during a Mardi Gras bar altercation. The judge charged him with 2 counts of battery for fighting men who ejected him from our bar in the Marigny neighborhood. I love Marigny. I've never been to our bar, but I'm going to definitely go there now. It's probably going to be a lot more famous. The incident occurred 15 minutes after midnight, with LaBeouf apparently striking someone with a closed fist before returning more aggressively. One alleged victim called it a hate crime due to homophobic slurs. He has to stay in New Orleans and undergo drug and alcohol testing. The judge denied his request to travel to Rome for his father's baptism. Clearly, you don't take your alcohol problem seriously, says the judge. Please take charge. You know what? I would love to be stuck in New Orleans by a judge, but the fact that you can't drink would suck. All right, this is one of the most underreported on stories in the world.
Really?
Yes, I think. Not that, this.
Yeah.
Singer David. This is a deal where they found the girl in the trunk, remember?
Yes.
And it was his car?
Yeah.
And he was out on tour when it was going on?
Yeah.
He's the target of an L.A. County grand jury investigation of the killing of a 14-year-old girl whose decomposed body was found in a Tesla registered to him. Prosecutors described the 20-year-old singer as the target of the investigation and grand jury subpoenas issued January 15th. I don't know what took so long for him to become the target of the investigation, but it's like dead girl that he apparently had a relationship with ends up in his car, and it's like, how is he not the first person you're digging in on? He stayed on tour for weeks after that before they ever got a hold of him.
And just left the body in the trunk.
It's a weird deal.
Allegedly.
Allegedly. Documents say the target may be involved in having committed the following criminal offenses against the law of the state of California. 1 count of murder. Yeah, he's in big trouble. I just cannot believe that this has taken this long to get to this point. They say the wheels of justice turn slowly, DJ, and we are seeing that bear itself out.
Very slow.
Repeatedly. Anyway, it's pretty wild. All right, that is all for entertainment today. Let's get some birthday players lined up. I only need 2. We have tickets to go see the Razorbacks play baseball tomorrow for the winner. 501-661-1037. We already have one person lined up. Let's see if we can get another. Pete hung up. He wanted to talk about Grandma's house.
Yeah.
501-661-1037. If you want to join us. Mike is already on. I'm going to put you with DJ. Todd, is there a big delay? I mean, what are we doing? What's going on? Give me a caller. There we go. Now we're ringing. All right, Mike, you're on with DJ for Razorback tickets. And we've also got Aaron is going to be with Todd. Todd da-duh. Aaron is with Todd da-duh. You ready? Of course you are. It kind of smells. Now I'm starting to smell old people.
You smell that?
Yeah, what is
it
that?
It just hit me.
It smells like horses. They must have gone into the paddock over there.
Yeah. You think that's old people's
old horse smell? They're probably 4-year-olds and up. All right, Todd, let's get to it.
Birthday trivia in the zone is brought to you by Brewski's Pub and Grub. Your home for lunch, happy hour, and late night. With locations in Little Rock and North Little Rock. Come get your grub on.
All right. On this day, Tiger Woods became the youngest PGA golfer in 35 years. DJ, 16 years old, Tiger Woods, youngest PGA golfer in 35 years. What year was it?
That was 1993.
T-O-double-D, what do you say?
94.
92.
Ooh, that was close.
On this day, one of the greatest songs ever recorded, Ebony and Ivory.
Uh-huh.
Paul McCartney, Stevie Wonder. What year, Todd?
1983.
1980.
1981. Good enough, DJ. On this day in history, American film production company Happy Madison Productions, founded by Adam Sandler. If Happy Gilmore and Billy Madison are his 2 most famous characters, what is his 3rd most famous character?
The Wedding Singer, the Waterboy.
Waterboy, I bet, would be a good one.
You think so?
What was it? Bobby Boucher.
Boucher?
I can't name the wedding singer's name, but I know Bobby Boucher's name.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so what year was Happy Madison created?
1992.
Todd?
1996.
6, bingo, bango,
wow,
we're tied.
Nice.
And last but not least, Todd, on this day in history, Olympic sprinter and long jumper Carl Lewis made a world record jump. I don't know how far it is, but it's a long ways.
What was the long jump?
8.675 meters. I don't know. It's been beaten since then, but what year, Todd?
1984.
Bingo.
I was going to say
Bango.
that.
Well, you didn't get a chance. All right, here we go. Birthday time. Got a few from today and a couple for tomorrow. This woman is now a full-grown person, but she was once a first kid in the White House.
Chelsea Clinton.
Chelsea Clinton's right. How old?
Chelsea Clinton is 41.
Todd?
43.
I'd already given you the point. I figured you'd get closer. 46. This woman is celebrating a birthday today. She was 1/3 of a all-woman group.
Beyonce, Kelly Rowland, Michelle.
One of her former
T-Bogs
bandmates is now dead.
Michelle Chili.
Does
that work?
Yes, because we were talking about Chili earlier, remember?
Yeah.
Chili was born on National Chili Day, depending on who you ask. Rosonda Chili Thomas is how old today? Todd. Chili from TLC.
Chili from TLC is 47?
No. Once reportedly dated our own TJ Holmes.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that's what I heard.
She is 50.
55. We're tied at 5. Todd, give me some music, baby. What are we doing?
Oh, I'm sorry.
That's okay. He's like, I'm trying to win. Leave me alone.
Yeah.
All right, this guy's a Hall of Fame football player. He was a tight end.
Antonio Gonzalez.
He also coached the New England Patriots in the Super Bowl when they were blown out by the Chicago Bears in 1986.
Oh, you're talking about the Patriots coach.
Yes, that's correct, Todd. He attended SMU and played his entire career for the Baltimore Colts. 631 catches, 92.75.
Todd Heap?
Nope.
Oh.
68 touchdowns. Forrest Gray coached the Packers. I don't know if he coached somebody else, but played in 5 Pro Bowls. Pro Bowls. Happy birthday. You guys give up?
Yeah.
92 years old, Raymond Berry.
Oh,
yeah,
This Hall of Famer attended the University of California. Excuse me. And he also played tight end.
Tony Gonzalez.
That's right, Tony Gonzalez. You guessed Tony Gonzalez for Raymond Berry. Pretty
Yeah.
funny. Todd, how old's Tony Gonzalez today?
Tony Gonzalez is double nickel.
Nope.
You said 88?
55.
Oh, sorry. Why did I go there? He is 56.
50 today. This guy's a Hall of Fame NBA basketball player who attended the University of North Carolina, played his entire career for the LA Lakers.
James Worthy.
James Worthy. Very good kid, DJ. How old?
James Worthy is 67 today.
No.
72.
65. This woman, this is for tomorrow. I got 2 for tomorrow, okay? By the way, it's 7-7, so we got a good matchup going here. This woman's an actress who came on the scene years ago in a football movie, and she has revived her career with Landman.
Demi Moore?
No. What's her name? She wears a nice Cool Whip bikini. Her name is...
She was also in Legally Blonde.
Yeah. I do not know her name, but I know who she is.
Happy birthday. Allie Larder's birthday is today.
What is it?
Allie Larder.
Allie Larder.
Allie Larder.
Larder.
A-L-I Larder. She's 50.
Yeah.
Last but not least, for the tiebreaker, boys. Hope you can get this. This guy's an actor. He was in Transformers.
Shia LaBeouf.
He was in Mr. Deeds, Collateral Damage. Oh, brother, where art thou?
Very, very sneaky. Very, very sneaky.
Do the Right Thing.
I don't know his name. It's on you, Todd.
He was also on a TV show on HBO called The Night Of. If you ever saw it, he had a real serious issue with his feet.
I know exactly who it is.
I have no clue whatsoever.
John Turturro. Yes, you do. John Turturro. He also played Jesus in The Big Lebowski. He was great. You don't mess with the Jesus. You got that right.
Very, very sneaky.
I
like him in Mr. Deeds.
You ever bring out your piece again? I'm going to stick it all the way up there and...
We need a tiebreaker.
Pull the trigger until it goes click. Jesus, you got that right. All right.
Well, at least we do need a tiebreaker, and it's not like we all brain farted like the other day. Couldn't come up with Phil Knight.
Oh.
Wow, Todd, cheap shot. Cheap shot.
All
right, Todd.
Hey, I was there in the brain farting,
he was
too.
there.
I wasn't immune.
He was there.
How old is John Turturro?
John Turturro. 66?
66. No.
67.
He is 69 today. Mike, you're going to see the Razorbacks play tomorrow. Congratulations. Good battle, boys. Good battle. Good work. Good work.
Yeah.
Good job, DJ.
Thanks, Todd.
All right,
Good job,
12:22. Let me hit a couple of texts here from our friends at Middleton Heat and Air, and then we will take a break, and we will come back and do Champs and Chumps and rewind what's on tap. I guess we can do Champs and Chumps this segment if you got one ready.
Yeah.
Okay, let me hit a couple of these. Dang it, I could not get in for birthdays, but it's my birthday, and I should get Razorback tickets. Thank you, Tamora. Sorry, Tamora. You probably should have, but I wish I would have seen that earlier. On the bright side, there's no way in cornbread hell I can smell worse than an old person than I did as a young person. Okay, well, there you go. How much to sponsor Christian to come back for birthdays? Listen, it's competitive now. I like it.
Yeah, give me a break.
Justin's going to now start realizing he can smell old people. I know, that's going to be bothersome. Savage says it smells like mothballs and depends.
I say a little bit about that.
Okay, that's mean. DJ kept putting his butt in front of the camera and could not help but notice he has a white string hanging out of his back pocket. Well, it is that time.
What is it?
Let me see.
Do you see a white string?
I don't know. I ain't looking at your butt.
Yeah, come on. Take a look.
Oh, you got a blue. It's blue. It's right here.
It's a blue string?
Yeah,
what is it?
It's a blue string. I don't know. It's right there.
It's very observant on the string.
That is. Boy, you're really close to your butt. This person says, I find Heather hard to look at. She's too old for that bright yellow hair and red lipstick. That's mean. Stop it. Randall says, never mind, I got it. Okay, good. I don't know what it was. Jerk says, I think somebody put him in as Jerk. What is your actual name? I'm going to ask this guy. What is your real name? I'm going to put his real name in.
It says Jerk says.
It says Jerk. Quit reading. I think Josh put that in there.
Oh.
Because you see, he doesn't like criticism. None of us do, but I don't mind. As long as you're not too disrespectful. He says, I won't be using Oaklawn anymore. FanDuel is god-awful. Well, I think if Wayne believes in what they're doing, then it's probably going to be great. I trust in him. How bad does this tick off the other casinos? I'm guessing a little bit. I don't know. I don't know what happens there. 12:24. Let's take a break, and when we come back, we will. We're gonna do champs and chumps first. Take that back. My bad. Sorry. I'm all over the place. All right, Todd. Give me a little champs and chumps here. It is brought to you by our good friends here in Hot Springs, which I do adore them so much.
Champs and Chumps is brought to you by Washita Bar and Grill on Central Avenue in Hot Springs and BKC Home Builders. With indoor and outdoor seating, Washita Bar and Grill provides a family-friendly environment with mouth-watering food. BKC Home Builders is the premier home builder in Hot Springs, providing custom home build and remodels, both big and small. For more info, go to bkchomebuilders.com.
My chump this week is boxing, giving us this garbage fight in the Sphere that is going to make millions and millions of dollars because we're a bunch of sheep being led to the unentertaining slaughter. And you are part of the problem if you're listening to this show, probably. You're either going to spend money, or you're going to go to a local bar, or you're going to go to one of your buddies' houses, and you're going to watch this garbage that they give you because you're willing to eat whatever they give you. And if they give you pistachio-encrusted turds, you'd put them in your mouth because you're like, well, it's still food. No, it isn't. There's a lot better options here. And if you would quit paying for pistachio-encrusted turds, they might give you a steak sandwich. So shame on you. Get your lives together. And don't spend $1 on Mayweather-Pacquiao. But you will.
Yep.
But you will. My champ this week is Tyler Reddick and the entire 2311 team. 2 races in NASCAR. 2 wins for Tyler Reddick, and 1 big FU to NASCAR from Michael Jordan Company. He challenged them in the offseason, and now they are just kicking butt. Now, I don't expect them to win this weekend in the road race, but it'd be real neat if they went 3 for 3. Anyway, so Michael Jordan not scared, and kudos to them.
I got a champ, Billy Richmond. Man, I can't get over how special this has been, seeing his emergence. Once again, another 20-point performance. He's just adding them up. And it seems like he's just getting better and better. Could be the key to taking Arkansas
all the way to the round of 32.
To as far as they're going to go. Could be the key. Yes, he could. And I got a chump for people hopping on the panic ship because Arkansas lost a midweek game. I think me not even being a big baseball avid follower, Justin, I understand why sometimes teams like that drop midweek games. But, yeah, excited moving forward. So everybody that thinks and has posted that Arkansas baseball, this isn't our year because we lost to A-State, pump the brakes a little bit.
Pump a
break.
Slam on the brakes.
Slam on them.
Relax.
Hit the e-brake maybe?
Yeah, you need to chill out. Thought if you got something, feel free. But at Washita Bar and Grill this week, and I will tell you that tonight, Visel Savage. Is that the name? V-I-S-E-L Savage. I don't know. If there's live music there, I'm usually like, it's going to be great, so whatever. Christine DeMayo's playing there on Saturday from 7 to 10. So if you're looking for something to do, the Washita Bar and Grill, great spot. And don't forget about Sunday Fun Days and bingo and all that. And then, of course, it's a great place for Mondays as well. And there aren't a lot on Mondays as far as places to go out. So check out our friends over at the Washita Bar and Grill. I'm looking forward to getting back there real soon.
I have a champ and a chump in the same situation.
Go for it.
The chump is Pacific Street in Omaha between 63rd and 67th, where I'm sure you've seen the video of the sinkhole that was created the other day.
I did see that.
My champ is in that same situation, goes to 2 Nebraska Omaha female athletes. I believe they're basketball players who just happened to be crossing that intersection just after the sinkhole was created and helped to get the 2 drivers of the 2 vehicles out of said vehicles and away from the situation so that people could begin to assess the situation and get everything cleared off.
Sinkholes are scary, man.
They are.
They are scary. I don't like them. All right, about to head in.
Yes.
Let's do it. Once again, where we are right now, I can't talk enough about our friends at Oaklawn. We talk about the racing to open up. It's a perfect day to come out, hang out. Nancy's going to be hanging out with folks early in the morning around 8:30. Highly suggest if you're somebody who loves the horses, the ins and outs, want to learn a little bit, come hang out with her for that. She'll have a special guest as well. But it's going to be the place to be over here. Now, if wagering's not for you, it's all good. We got all kind of forms of entertainment when it comes to Oaklawn. We always got Cliff and Susan in the Pops Lounge here at the Mainline Sports Bar. Sit back and enjoy all the sports. I mean, we haven't taken time to count these yet. There's a lot of TVs here. Let's just say that. Also, when it comes to booking a stay, highly suggest doing that as well. Great rooms looking out over the track. Great restaurants. We talked about those as well. Apparently missing out on how good that Oak Room is, but I can vouch for the Bugler, some of the best sea bass that I've ever had. So if you want a trip, hang out with our friends over here at Oaklawn. All you have to do is book a stay at oaklawn.com.
Get in the conversation with live fan feedback at 1037thebuzz.com, presented on The Zone by Rainbow Restoration. When the unthinkable happens to your home or business, damage from water, smoke, fire, or mold, let Rainbow Restoration make you whole again. ArkansasRestorationExperts.com. They restore, you recover.
This is Sports Center.
The season-long 18-game homestand for the number 6 Arkansas baseball team continues today and this weekend as the Razorbacks host Texas Arlington. Right-hander Gabe Gackel takes the mound today for the Razorbacks. He's 1-0 on the young season with a 1.93 ERA. Arkansas is 7-1 all-time against Texas Arlington, and the Razorbacks are winners of 33 straight non-conference regular season weekend series at home. Today's game gets started at 3 o'clock. That means pregame coverage on the Razorback Sports Network gets underway at 2:30 on 106.7 Buzz 2. Other games involving in-state teams today: ASU hosts UAPB for the weekend. The Little Rock Trojans face Missouri State in Springfield, and UCA hosts South Dakota State. I'm Todd Pierce for the Buzz Radio Network.
At CertaPro, you can enjoy paint-free painting. That's right, you heard it correctly. Schedule a residential interior project now, and CertaPro will cover the cost of paint and primer. Hurry, though, as these incredible savings only apply to jobs done in January and February, so make sure to schedule yours today. Since these are the slowest months, CertaPro just wants to keep great crews busy. It's that simple. Don't wait. Schedule today at CertaPro.com before the schedule fills up. That's Certa with a C, CertaPro.com. CertaPro. That's painting happy.
Listen for Champs and Chumps on Fridays during The Zone. Brought to you by Washita Bar and Grill on Central Avenue in Hot Springs and BKC Home Builders, building premier homes in Hot Springs. It's the Hot Springs Boat, Tackle, and RV Show this Friday, Saturday, and Sunday at the Hot Springs Convention Center. Over 100,000 square feet of boats and RVs at discounted show pricing. This weekend at the Hot Springs Convention Center, it's the Boat, Tackle, and RV Show.
BKC Home Builders are the premier home builders, providing custom builds and remodels. No matter what size your dream is, BKC will walk you through all the phases, from house plans to landscaping, to make your custom home as beautiful as you imagine. The team at BKC will be with you through the entire process. If you're looking for commercial building or remodeling, BKC has your commercial needs covered as well. BKCHomebuilders.com or find them on Facebook. That's BKC Home Builders in Hot Springs.
Hey folks, this is Mitch Ward, proudly serving the great state of Arkansas with Red River Auto Group for over 20 years. We started as Arkansas's #1 Ram Dodge Chrysler Jeep dealer, but we've also got Ford and Toyota. And I like to think we've got the largest discounts than anybody in the state. But folks, really, if you bring us any reasonable deal right now, we're going to try to put something together. If that means us giving a little too much for your trade or selling ours for just a little too cheap or fighting for the best rate, we're going to make it happen. Check us out at redriverauto.com.
Listen to Morning Mayhem for your chance to finish the lyric with Justin Moore, brought to you by Rainbow Restoration. When the unthinkable happens to your home or business, let Rainbow Restoration make you whole again. ArkansasRestorationExperts.com. They restore, you recover.
The Zone with Justin Acri and DJ Williams in the Oaklawn Hot Springs studio is back.
Don't be so quick to walk away. It's me. I wanna rock your body. Please stay. It's me. You don't have to admit you won't play. It's me. Just let me rock you to the break of day. don't mind. Just wanna rock you, girl. I'll have whatever you have. Come on, let's give it a whirl. See, I've been watching you. I like the way you move. So go ahead, girl, just do it. Take the thing you do.
All right, welcome back. Here at the Mainline Sports Bar, got a little friendly competition going on right now. Yep. Justin, that was a good swing, man.
Yeah, not bad. You're up. We're going to do the rewind here, and then we'll take a break, come back, and do what's on tap as we welcome back in. And let's get James into the break, too, if we can. Todd Pierce, appreciate you. Let's get to it here. We're gonna skip on a couple of these, I think, but let's go back to the rewind here, and we'll knock it out.
Back. It's the best interview and show moments of the week. It's the Zone Rewind.
All right. Well, pretty exciting weekend. And again, all the respect in the world and appreciation to the United States Olympic women's team because they made me some money here in the Oaklawn Sportsbook. I did not bet on the men. I was not as confident as I was in the women. Now, they both had to go to overtime to win over Canada. So the men would have paid a lot better. I should have bet on them too. Jack Haynes, here's how it went down. Game winner.
And it's Wierenski. Now Jack Hughes puts it around the car. United States with numbers. Back across it comes. Jack Hughes wins it. The golden goal for the United States. For the first time since the 1980 miracle, the United States takes the gold. Jack Hughes beating Jordan Bennington.
Gotta love it. Mike Tirico, the man. I mean, he just does such a phenomenal job. He sums up the Olympics in very poignant fashion and talks about sports in general.
Because of a drought that almost lasted the half century, those teams are revered. They are held on to forever. And what happened today doesn't take away from the greatness of those teams or the meaning that those teams have in U.S. hockey. But what you saw today was the build of a generation, inspired perhaps by that team that lost in 2010 in Vancouver to the Sidney Crosby golden goal in overtime. Or the team where T.J. Oshie had all those shootout goals in 2014. That's when these guys were doing what you're doing, watching on TV. And they were young, and they were living the dream. So for all the young people out there, not just the hockey, but all the Olympics you've watched, those dreams are formed now. Go chase them and go get them. Because our country loves sports, and it brings us together unlike anything else. And if you didn't know that, and if you haven't been watching the last 2 weeks, you saw it in Team USA Hockey, winning the gold over their arch rival Canada here in Milan to wrap up these 25th Olympic Winter Games.
The man's articulate. You got to love it. John Calipari's articulate, too. And Billy Richmond, I don't know if he's articulate, but he's good at everything. Just about. At least that's what John Calipari says.
It's the softest 21, most quiet 21 points that I've seen in my 26 years of coaching.
That's so ridiculous.
Maybe more.
That's not true.
Than that.
That's just so ridiculous.
Billy Richmond, like, you would never know he just had 21 points. He just plays because you're watching everything else he does.
All right. John Calipari admittedly watches basketball differently than I do, but all we see this guy do is make threes and dunk on people. I notice everything he does. So I'll have to disagree that is the quiet. Like, A-Cup has had 20 games where he's had quieter 20-point games than that. So disagree. But I love you, Coach. Dave Van Horn trying to talk everybody off the ledge. Don't jump after Arkansas State knocked off his bunch earlier this week.
Yeah, just, hopefully you learn something from that. And, we get to play again tomorrow. And, we're down in numbers, and the guys got to play. Backup catcher's sick, different guys are sick, and, it's just the way it is. Leadoff man sick, hurt, and, better now than later, but we got to find a way to get through it.
Ruiz, what's an update on him when he might be able to play again?
Yeah, it'd be real iffy to play him tomorrow, and I'm hoping I can play him this weekend, but I'm not going to play. I'm not planning on playing him tomorrow.
Well, Arkansas did come back and win the second game 1-0, so everybody relax. It'll be okay. And then the hockey team, we're going to end up with them as well, as Donald Trump welcomed them in for the State of the Union on Tuesday, and one player in particular got a lot of attention. It was Hellebuck, their goalie.
Think of it, 46 shots on goal, and I asked him, the one shot, the one where you put your stick in the back and it hit the neck of your stick and bounced off. You practiced that, or was that a little lucky? Lucky. He refused to answer that question. But I just want to tell you that the members of this great hockey squad will be very happy to hear, based on their vote and my vote, and in this case my vote was more important, that I will soon be presenting Connor with our highest civilian honor, which we will be given and which has been given to many athletes over the years.
Not that
but when I say many, not too many, like
not
12.
Many. Just the right amount.
It's called the highest civilian honor in our country, the Presidential Medal of Freedom.
All right, we'll end it there because that is the greatest clip of the year so far. We've given it to everybody. Well, not that many people, only 12 people. Yeah. It's very good. Just the right amount of awards handed out. But you're going to get one, too. You'll be lucky 13. All right, 12:40, and let me see if we got any more feedback that I want to share. Then they got served hamburgers at the White House. Yes, well, that's very popular. I may have missed it. Did they say when the transition is? For DJ? No, he's decided to stay a man. No,
couple weeks.
Couple weeks, he said. Yeah. Ethan says Bruce Willis saw dead people. Justin smells old people. No, it was the horses. It was the horses. The horses. All right, that's that. That's going to do it. Darren, by the way, I want to apologize. Darren played birthday trivia the last 2 days and lost both days. Yeah, he's very upset he didn't get tickets. I'm sorry, Darren. Better luck next time. Last thing here on our – this is from our live fan feedback through our Listen Live button. I think we need to worry about getting a new stadium sponsor before these stupid sponsors on the uniforms. What are we doing? I will tell you, Jackson, that I have been told that there is a stadium sponsor secured, and they're working through some things. So, again, I'm not anyone that is here to protect anybody or try to defend anybody. I'm just telling you what I've been told. So, I think everybody can quit worrying about the stadium sponsor. I will bet anybody who wants to wager that there will be a stadium name on the stadium before the season starts.
Has there been – can you name a school right now that has a sponsor like that on their jersey?
It's becoming the norm, so I don't know for sure. But
I know they do it for practice jerseys all the time.
Look at the NBA. Do you notice the logos?
No.
No, I don't either. You know, who cares? They've had them on there forever.
Are they on there?
Yes. See?
Oh, yeah.
It doesn't matter. Yes, that's it.
Okay.
They did this years ago. And we're all like, oh, my gosh, what are we doing?
Yeah.
And guess what? Nobody cares.
Yeah.
It's not even noticeable.
Yeah.
Everybody relax. It's not a big deal. UT Arlington beat TCU, so they can't be a pushover, says Mark. Yeah, that's true, but when you win in the midweek, it doesn't always mean that your team is great. And I assume TCU is pretty good, though. You're right. That's a fair take. All right, we're going to hit a break. It's 12:42, and we are going to try to get James on. And if you want to try him out of the break, no dice. Okay, he's busy apparently. All right, Todd, roll that beautiful bean footage, and we'll come back and wrap things up with what's on tap for the weekend. And if you want to join us, 501-661-1037. Otherwise, we can rehash a few things we already touched on earlier. Oh, I do have that story about football I want to talk about. Football. They made some decisions, or they're heading towards making decisions, on some college football things. And I think they just haven't gone far enough, but we'll talk about it. All right, as we head in, I will tell you there are, what's today, 27th?
Yes.
Today and tomorrow, last 2 days of the month at Guadney Chevrolet. And if you heard the desperation in James's voice, that's why he can't talk to us. He's so busy right now making deals because he's so nervous and so concerned about selling enough cars before the end of the month. Listen, they are in a position where they've got to sell cars. They only get 28 selling days in February. They got to sell some cars. So you go help them, they'll help you. It's what we call a quid pro quo in Latin. Big savings on 25 and 26 models all month long. Silverados, those nice big trucks, over 20% off MSRP. That's big-time savings. And brand-new Equinox for under $27,000. And you can get a brand-new car at Guadney Chevrolet in Jacksonville for under $20,000. 25 tracks for $19,999. It's unbelievable. But here we are. It's all too real. All you need to do is take the short trip to Jacksonville, get off at the James Street exit if you're heading north from the capital city, and get in there and make yourself a deal, folks, and they'll take care of you on your trade. They'll treat you like family. They've been doing it since 1957. You know the place. It's Gwatney Chevrolet, big trucks, big SUVs, small SUVs, even non-Chevrolet cars. You can see the entire selection at GwatneyChevrolet.com. All right, we're back in the zone. One more segment after this.
Hey, baby, let's keep in touch. But I want in a touch. I want you to reach me and show me all the things no one else can see. So watch out there.
Down south, a handshake means something, and we let our actions do the talking. The Brad Hendricks Law Firm is rooted in Southern tradition and grit. Southern-born and raised and Arkansas-based, Brad Hendricks is named a Mid-South super lawyer year after year. So for car and big truck wrecks, medical malpractice, wrongful death, bankruptcy, and Social Security claims, his law firm produces results. The Brad Hendricks Law Firm. Southern roots, serious results.
Hey, it's Chuck the Promo Guy. Join me every Tuesday morning for Check-In with Chuck, brought to you by Hubbard Power Sports Can-Am and Sea-Doo in Russellville, where you can get rates as low as 0.99% on Can-Am ATVs and side-by-sides, and huge end-of-year savings with rebates up to $3,500 plus additional in-store discounts.
We all plan to be on time, but fender benders, damaged windshields, and slick roads quickly disrupt those plans. At Shelter Insurance, our agents help design personal protection plans that work for you and help keep you on track. Shelter Insurance. We're your shield. We're your shelter.
See Shelter agents Nick Gennardi, Daniel Vickers, or Becky Bradley in Sherwood today.
When the unthinkable happens to your home or business, whether it's damage from smoke, water, fire, or mold, let Rainbow Restoration make you whole again. Their extensively trained team, state-of-the-art equipment, and 24/7 rapid response will help get your life back on track fast. Because this isn't just their service area, it's their home. When you need them, find them at ArkansasRestorationExperts.com. Rainbow Restoration, where they restore, you recover. Services performed by an independently owned and operated franchise.
Ray Tucker with good news for enthusiasts of Triumph motorcycles. Honda of North Little Rock now carries the legendary classics and cutting-edge rides. We have the Bonneville Bobber, Daytona 600, the TF450X, the Stunning Elvis Presley Edition, and the Rocket 3 Evel Knievel. You get the idea. Come see us at Honda of North Little Rock, your family fun headquarters.
U.S. Truck Accessories, your #1 Central Arkansas source for truck accessories, specializing in camper shells, bed covers, spray-in bed liners, trailer hitches, steps, grill guards, bumpers, lift kits, and much more. With professional installation on all products they offer. Locations in Conway and Searcy. U.S. Truck Accessories offers their customers twice the service. Locally owned and operated by a military veteran since 2002. Visit in-store, online. U.S. Truck Accessories. Work hard, play hard.
You choose, you win, and the crowd goes wild. The 2026 Bud Light $10,000 Bracket Challenge is your chance to win a 50-inch TV. Submit a perfect bracket and you'll win $10,000. Pick 60 games correctly, win $1,000. Registration is now open at 1037thebuzz.com. It's the Bud Light $10,000 Bracket Challenge from 1037 The Buzz.
If you're loving what you hear on The Zone, you should try our video stream on YouTube, Facebook, Twitch, or Twitter. Now let's get back into The Zone.
All right, I got a story to tell you about and one What's on Tap report from DJ Williams. As we finish up here, I got to tell you about my friends at Cash. And DJ, we know the food here is fantastic, but when we're in the capital city, we know where to go. We go downtown. We hit up the Harding's joint, Cash, in downtown. And today, DJ, is Friday. Today is Fried Chicken Friday for specials. And there's going to be a great dinner special, I'm sure, as well. All you need to do is pop in there and find out more about it. 501-850-0265. If you need special event space, you definitely need Cash in your life. So lunchtime, dinner time, great place to hang out and have a cocktail. If you've had a hard week or you've had a great week and you got something to celebrate, it's a great place to go in and have a drink, raise a toast. And any special event space up to 150 people, also Cash. 501-850-0265. Online at CashLittleRock.com. You can see the entire menu, and except for the specials, of course. But don't forget to make don't ever skip the appetizers at Cash. Tuna wontons,
you gotta have
pork belly, outstanding. And that's just the tip of the iceberg. So get downtown and see our friends. And again, for special event space, get on board ASAP. All right, let me hit the story real quick, and then we do what's on tap. So the Division I football rules makers have proposed a 1-year trial rule regarding disqualification. I assume this has to still be voted on, but under the new rule, you would not miss a game after a targeting, even if it was in the second half. And that needs to happen. Now, I think they need to just quit automatic ejecting people, too. And I don't know if they'll ever do that, but that's something that needs to be considered. The other thing is dress code. They're talking about you have to be covered, basically, from your ankle all the way up to where your pants start. Now, I think they're trying to keep it from people wearing the short shorts, but now they're just going to get people wearing leggings, I think. So I don't know if it specifically says your knees have to be covered. I didn't see that. It says have to wear leg coverings from top of their shoes to the bottom of their pants. Players would have to wear the same covering style and color for that particular game. Again, I don't know what the point is. Like, what are we doing?
I mean, I will say it. Maybe it's old school in me. It does drive me nuts when I look at, like, the defense and half the guys have their shirt all the way pulled up,
We're
back
talking
flap
about
out.
pants, though.
And then, I'm just talking about as far as a uniform is concerned. But
This means you'd have to wear, like, long socks, I guess.
Or just leggings.
Or leggings.
Or
spandex.
What do we
why
call
can't
that?
you just wear short socks and have,
leggings?
And have no leggings. Like, I don't know what difference it make. What difference does it make if your calf's exposed to the world?
I don't know. It was a fine in the NFL if you didn't have a certain amount of white showing.
Did you have to be covered from head to toe, though? I mean, from waist down?
Oh, yeah.
Interesting. I didn't know that.
If you look, because they have the color of the team and then the white. You have to have they'll measure it too. A certain amount of white showing.
It's unbelievable.
So some people just put tape there.
And then also under a new proposal, a team could choose to attempt a fair catch kick after a completed or awarded fair catch. So this is something that I think the NFL does this anyway. But it's like, again, you're talking about the perfect scenario where it's like you're fair catching a ball at like your own 49 or something, right? Or the other team's 49. And so you're within range automatically. Like it's such a rare time that you would use it, I think. So
time would have to be running out.
Yeah, I mean, it's just I don't think it's going to be that much of an impact. But whatever, that's fine. All right, let's hit what's on tap, and we'll talk to Wes.
What's on tap, highlighting the biggest sporting events each day, is brought to you by Flyway Brewing, with locations in Argenta, Breckenridge Village, Memphis, and Fayetteville. For more info, go to flywaybrewing.com. Fresh beer starts there. Follow the migration.
All right, we're going to start with some Arkansas baseball taking on UT Arlington. Our coverage will start at 2:30. You can listen to that on Buzz 2, so you may have to make a decision what you want to do with Out of Bounds. First pitch set for 3 o'clock.
I believe in Wes just keeping me updated. That's
He'll do that. Then at 7 o'clock tonight on Buzz 2, you're going to have the Memphis Grizzlies. They take on the Dallas Mavericks. Tip-off for that one is at 7:30. Coverage starts at 7 p.m. Now, if you want to watch a little basketball tonight, number one team, are they still number one? Michigan taking on the Fighting Illini. That'll be at 7 o'clock on Fox. And then if you want to, I put this one in here for you, Justin. Last time you told me you were at a bar and you were kind of a couple drinks in, you were locked into the TV watching some gymnastics. I got you covered. If you want to run that back, you got Alabama taking on LSU. That was just for Justin. That'll be on the SEC Network at 8:30. Now the weekend, this is where it gets wild, y'all.
I'm embarrassed to say this.
What's that?
I'm not really embarrassed to say it. I enjoyed the heck out.
You were locked in.
We started looking at the schedule. I'm like, there's no Arkansas gymnastics meets that fit our schedule, unfortunately, because I'd love to go.
The weekend, we talked about it already, but you can catch Justin and David, and you're also going to be joined by
Jeff Money Taylor.
Jeff Money Taylor for the Oaklawn Race Day. That'll be at 11 a.m. right here on 103.7 The Buzz. You got Women Trojans basketball. They take on Southern Indiana. That'll be at 12:45. You can catch that on Buzz 2. Then you got baseball again, UT Arlington, 1:30. Like I said, a big lineup. That's on 103.7 The Buzz. Let's talk about men's Trojans basketball. That will be at 3 o'clock on Buzz 2. And then basketball, Razorback, the big one, against Florida. That'll be a fun one. Tip-off is set for 7:30. Coverage starts at 7 o'clock right here on 103.7 The Buzz. Then you got the post-game show with Wes Moore and the Wizard, Christian Weaver, following the game.
Out at walk-ons. It'll be a ton of fun. Celebration time. I mean, or maybe it'll be sadness time. I don't know. Last thing here from Claws Up on our live fan feedback, brought to you by Rainbow Restoration. if the Bears win tomorrow and win the regular season, do they need to win the conference tournament to go to the big dance? Yes, unfortunately. They would still have to win the tournament down in Jacksonville next week. But if they're the 1 seed, that certainly doesn't hurt their chances. And if not, they'll be the 2 seed, which is also fine. All right, Wes, what is your level of optimism going into the weekend for Razorback basketball?
35%.
It's probably fine.
Okay.
I think I'd like to see them be competitive, I guess is my thing. They're a big dog, almost double figures, and I would like to see the game be competitive at least. I don't expect them to win necessarily, but
Florida's a different animal. I mean, now that they're shooting and they're getting good guard play, this is a legitimate Final Four type team. You know, earlier in the season, the guard play struggled. They couldn't shoot from the three. That's the biggest thing. That's how you beat Florida. You play perimeter defense, not inside, because you know what? They're going to get their points inside. They do it every week. You just can't let their guards go off and hit a bunch of threes. And if you can slow them down, you got a chance. And I like the guard matchup with Arkansas. So, you know what? They got a shot. If they go and shoot really well, they can pull off the upset.
The experts are expecting a high-scoring affair, 167.5. So lots of points maybe to be scored. Be entertaining, won't it?
Yeah, Florida's got a really good defense. They shut down Texas the last 4 or 5 minutes of the game Wednesday night, and that was the difference. That interior defense can be tough. That's going to be the challenge for Arkansas. They love to get to the rim, get to the paint. Well, they got 3 guys that can block shots, and Chinny-Lou's the SEC Defensive Player of the Year. So they got their work cut out for them offensively.
Yep.
But they're still, good offensive team, hit some jump shots.
Yep. Got some good matchups this weekend, too. Virginia's a double-digit underdog at Duke as a 10-point favor, is a number 11 team, rather. 10.5-point dog is number 11 ranked team. That is for basically the ACC. If Virginia somehow can score the upset, they're going to be in great shape to win the league. But Duke is a pretty heavy favorite to win the league and to win that game. Arizona's hosting Kansas. Texas Tech at Iowa State. It'll be a fun weekend. So, anyway, what are we digging into today?
Coming up at 1:30, we'll head back down to Hot Springs here from Mark the Magician. He had some winners for us yesterday. We'll see if he can do it again today. Also coming up at 2:30, Neil Atkinson from Bet Saracen. We'll find out about some of the promotional things they have going on this weekend. Make some free money. And 3:30, Brian Edwards from VegasInsider.com. He has some college basketball picks, including Arkansas, Florida. So we'll talk to him about that. And, of course, preview Arkansas, Florida. Keep an eye on the baseball game that starts at 3 o'clock. It'll be a very fast show on a Friday.
No doubt. All right, cool. I'll be listening all the way back home. Appreciate our friends here at Oaklawn. And, again, big race weekend. Tune in for Oaklawn Race Day tomorrow. We'll give you a little preview of that. And get down here and take advantage of it, folks. Lots of fun things to do in here between the sports book, the horse racing, the hotel, the restaurants. Tons of fun. So come see our friends down at Oaklawn. And stay tuned for Out of Bounds. DJ, great stuff.
Thanks,
Todd,
man.
Appreciate you very much. And we'll catch all of you folks next week here in the Zone. Adios, everybody.